tara ọjị na Chijideji efola. Asị m unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijideji efola. Nna nna anyị ochie, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Igbo dị ndụ, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dị ndụ, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Biafra dị ndụ. Asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka lụọ. Asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọ nwa dike. Ọ sị na mberede nyiri dike na mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike. Ọ ya ka m ji akpọ unu n'isi Ọhamadike. Ọhamadike bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ya nwa bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ, otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile, ụkpaka na-agba n'udu mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya. Asị m unu binye n'isi ya, nye ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike. Napụta ya na Eke, napụta ya na Orie, napụta ya na Afọ, napụta ya na Nkwọ. Asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ, na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu gaa napụta Nnamdi Kanu na Eke, napụta ya na Orie, napụta ya na Afọ, napụta ya na Nkwọ. Asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi atụgharịa kwụ mma. Ọnụ kọrọ ogiri, ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lacha. Chukwu okike abịa ama, onye jiri mmiri siri ike gba aja were aja siri ike gba mmadụ. Taata bụ ụbọchị Eke n'ala Igbo. Asị m na Eke ga-eketara Nnamdi, Oke ga-eketara ya Biafra, Oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe, Oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro, kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ. Asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta Ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra, ndị ilo ya ga-anọ n'ụla. Ọkwa na ekwe osu. Asị m gịnị bụ ekwensu? Asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta, ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra. Ọha bụ ndị ọha nwa bụ ekwensu. Asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra. Na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma. Asị m ọ bịara igbu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onwe ya. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Ọnụ niile kọrọ ogiri, ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha. Osisi abụrụ oturu ga-emeche wee kwele. Onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta, asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya. Asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu aka, asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ. Osisi ahụ fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe, asị m ikuku futuo gị. Anya ọbụla fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla, asị m alịla akọrọ ya n'anya. Onye fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya, ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya, maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị. Chukwu okike abịa ama, asị m na mberede nyiri dike, mberede ka ọ ji amanwa dike. Asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose, ọ dịghị ukwu ose elu. Na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka. Ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido, jiri odido enyi ozu. Na ọkwanụ nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama afụ ya anya. Asị m na eje anaba isi ije. Asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana. Asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne. Inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwi. Asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi, echi anaghị agwụ agwụ. Maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri, ọ bụrụ eje nkụ. Asị na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmiri. Asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo. Asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welele. Asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Gaa kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Gaa tụnye ugo, gaa nye ya mmeri, gaa nye ya mmeri, gaa nye ya mmeri. Tụnye ugo n'elu ugo, nye ike n'elu ike, nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ. Ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu na efufe. Unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ, onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin, onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo na ofufe. A sị na ahịa kara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ. Ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo, ka nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra, ka nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ, ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ, ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ. Mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri, ndị nwe ikuku, ndị nwe anyanwụ, mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ, mmụọ niile ọ kwafọrọ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra. Asị m unu binyenu, asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a, ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ, ọkwa na unu ga-aga buori ahịa, ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule. Asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ. Eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo, mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo, asị m unu binye, maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri, onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu. Nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta. Onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri. Onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ. Onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya. Asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa, mmiri ọ na-ebubu ụzọ. Asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya. Asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu, asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee lie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama.
Ise 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 Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi JOHNATHAN from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here today being the 22nd day of August in the year of our Lord 2022. Being Monday, we are here live and direct onto this hallowed platform. I thereby crave your indulgence to draw nearer to your listening devices. Please, this is where we preach enlightenment, because this is the first thing that should be preceding physical liberation, enlightenment. Without mental liberation, without being enlightened, it will be impossible to maintain civilization, advanced civilization. It will be impossible. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it a priority in order to, first of all, educate us into being at alert, educate us into rising up, the awakening, being awakened. This is the reason why Europe is advanced today. When I talk about Europe, I'm talking about the whole Western countries. America, Canada, even the other Americas, they are populated by Europeans. That is a reality. So when I talk about the Europe or West or Caucasians, it's the same set of people. Please. The reason why you are dying to go to Europe today, because they did the needful during their own time of difficulties. Let me tell you, the Europeans passed what Africans are passing on today. Do you understand what I mean? Remember, they were not created to just be enlightened. No. They looked for enlightenment. They know the importance. They understand the importance of wisdom, knowledge, enlightenment. And that is why they continue looking for it. There's one documentary I watched anyway about one American that was swallowed in 2010 by a very giant alligator, crocodile, in the rivers of Congo. I think Congo, in one of the villages in Congo. Do you know the reason? They were three. They were looking for knowledge. As long as we continue looking for, yeah, I know my Gary. These people, they understand the secret of this world. That the secret of this world is knowledge, wisdom. That is why they continue. Let me tell you, these people, these three kayakers, they were rowing on kayak, very little boats, one person boats, rowing boats in one river that I think it started in Burundi, that river, the source. Very dangerous river, but they want to understand. They were looking for wisdom. In 2010, they understood the dangers that were waiting for them. But they took up the responsibility and sacrificed their lives in order to start from the source of this river in Burundi down to Congo. They went as long as, or as far as, if not between 7 to 900 kilometers on rowing boats for 7 weeks. They were not interested in buying and selling. They were looking for knowledge. The same way you see people going to conquer Mountain Everest. They were looking for knowledge. How many black Africans have come there? They knew they can die. If they die, others will continue. Because death doesn't prevent them from looking for that knowledge. I want to steer your mindset to understand the importance of wisdom and knowledge. Seeking for wisdom and knowledge. You know, black Africans, Nigerians are still in that primary toddler, or not even up to babyhood of humanity. We are what matters for them is their stomach. That is why every Nigerian is cheap. Both the politicians, that is why they can loot. They loot money meant for the public use, and they loot it for their private use. And they say they are sharp, they are smart. Because they don't understand, they are not advanced mentally. Even in the Bible, Solomon requested for knowledge. You know, we read things that we should be understanding something, but we do not. Because we are still primitive. Our people are still primitive. Black Africans, mostly Nigerians, are still primitive in their thinking. They don't care for knowledge. When you see how they say Illuminati or this and that, these are the people that understand the secrets of this world. They seek for knowledge, even if sacrificing their lives to get wisdom, to get knowledge, to get that secret that you dare not enter. You dare, because of your fear, the fear of your life, you don't dare go where they go. I'm just giving you the example of this man, Henry. He was eating. There were 3 of them in Congo's Lukuja River. You understand? His body was never found. Do you think it's a form? Using this kayak, there is this small boat, one-man boat. That is called kayak. Rowing, no engine. Just to make sure that, they did this. That they, they overcame. They tried and, they overcame this feat. This project. Something that the people, you see locals, they will be making sacrifices for the, the alligator, due to primitivity. One village will not even know the river more than 1 kilometer from their side. But you see people that start from the source. They say, no, this river is very dangerous animal, hippopotamus, everything. They say, no, we have to go to find out by ourselves. We sacrifice our lives to find out the secrets. Why? And they revealed many things. They found out many things. Today, all these are being played in natural geography. National or natural geography, the documentary, and other places, to reveal many animals that are there. Something that you couldn't have found out. That is the secret, the wonders of wisdom. Do you understand? Do you understand? So, what I'm telling us is this. Let us try for once, be advanced, deviate our mindset from only looking for money to looking for wisdom and knowledge. Because with wisdom and knowledge, you control those that are looking for only money. That is why Africans are controlled. They don't have respect because they are cheap. With wisdom and knowledge, you can do things. People are sending Western countries, the Caucasians, they are sending missions to space. They are constructing vehicles that could carry human beings to Mars and other planets, millions of kilometers. A journey that could take 6 months or more, only going. In order to know, in order to prove that we can do it. Nothing more. Not, I say these are the people that are really fulfilling the God's intention of creating human being. He said, exploit the world, exploit everywhere. Whereas Nigerians are busy trying to make money to feed their stomach, trying to only loot, be cheap and just very cheap, be subservient in order to make money. The Caucasians are busy, they have bypassed that level. You understand? Europeans, we are in this level in 13th, 14th century. When they had feudal systems in Europe, fighting tribal wars because of belief, because of religious ideology. But the time came, they understood the need for them to change their attitude, to remove themselves from lower animalistic behavior to real advanced animals. That is what we preach here. Do you understand? That is why we come up on air here every day in order to educate ourselves through different views on the need for us to behave like human beings that we should be, not like lower animals, people that could be bought, people that if they are in control, managing public fund, they believe that it is theirs, that they can use it as they want, they can loot it. Very, very, very cheap character. I'm telling you honestly. You know, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started, he said, we are whiter than white and whiter than stone. We should maintain this standard. We should never lower this standard. If we lower it, we are gone. Because we will end up restoring another mess like worse than Nigeria. That is why we should never try or, lower ourselves into looking for money. That is why the services in IPOB is voluntary. Even to die for Biafra is voluntary. ESN is voluntary. People are not paid. Because once Hebrews or Chegonihu Ndibo, you have spoiled everything. Because people now will be fighting for money. That is why our leader made it so hard. If you want to be a principal officer, know that it will take your time. Oh. If you cannot do it, don't come. I've had experience with this broadcast. You see many people that, I will do. When they come in 1 day, 2 days and see that, it's not what they think that they are seeing. No. Mazi JOHNATHAN is even putting his own money. They will ask you, pay no data now, no data. You have data time, you have data tomorrow. Provide for computer and broadcasting this thing. I heard that they are putting in their time, everything, sacrifice. Nah, they will run away. Many they run away because it's not attractive. That is how IPOB is being structured. So that when you are doing anything, you know that you are doing it out of your mind, genuinely. Any person you see I say it, and I continue saying it. If you are in IPOB for other ulterior motives, one thing or the other will chase you away or will reveal you. I say one thing or another will reveal who you really are, your real character. That is why Biafra is our ideology. We have no other ideology other than Biafra. It's our religion. You understand? Therefore, we must continue. We must continue in what we are doing. We must continue in what we are doing because we are doing the right thing. And history will remind us, or will remember us positively in the good book that we did the right thing. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still in the enemy dungeon. Make no mistake about it. Our leader must be released. I say it, mark it. Our leader must, M-U-S-T, capital, must be released. We are never begging for what is our rights. We are Biafrans. We don't beg for our rights. We demand it and we get it. That is it. We have been shouting, protesting, dying, flying some flags, Western flags, everywhere, and being killed for that. And they have been quiet. Do you understand? You know, we have to do something that is good for us. We have to do something that is, you know, is better for us. Not because of, we shouldn't continue being sentimental. Do you understand what I'm saying? We will never forever continue being sentimental. You know, oh, we are flying this flag because, oh, we are this and that. What have those countries we are flying their flags? Ask yourself. When you see IPOB protests everywhere, there are certain flags we are flying. Ask, what have they been doing? Our people were slaughtered for Trump. You understand? Many of them that we are arrested, we are, you know, lucky to be alive. We are arrested. Until today, many of them are still in jail. It is high time we start counting our teeth with our tongue. Let us stop going on sentiment. Do you understand me? Let us start going on pure reasoning and for our direct interest, not priority. I mean, not a sentiment, not emotion. That is why today I'm going to continue on the topic of politics. But today I'm going to continue on the topic of politics of collective interest. Politics of collective interest. Because, you know, most of the time we go with sentiment. And that is why religion is thriving in our land. Because we are sentimental, highly sentimental animals. I'm telling you honestly. We don't care whether that thing that, whether it's profiting also, or it's not profiting also. Oh, that's what matters to us is that sentiment. That immediate relief, sentimental relief, emotion, calming drug that they give us. You know, when you enter into a church, that is why it's thriving. Because once you know, for a pastor, a person to open a church in our land, hire one apartment or one room, one big hall, make sure that you have a musical instrument. Do you know the reason? In order to bring up your sentiments, because music is the music. I mean, the food of the soul. Any music, you know, to charge that your sentiment. That is why the first thing they know is you're here at theological schools. Make sure to arouse people sentimentally. And they know that our people are highly sentimental people, emotional. So you see people shaking People rolling. You know, they know more, people know more reason with their brain. With that, you know, you can talk anything and they will fall. It's just like you know, some of all these DJs during ceremonies, they know how to get our people. Once etu hano, etu ha aho get like this, etogi, nyega aha. Hey, Chineke, that sentiment, that emotion, it will make you spend the money, the type of money you don't even after you start regretting. Because they made sure to bring up your sentiments so that your brain will no more be functioning. Is that you act through sentiment? Do you understand? It's a strategy. Therefore, we should be thinking. We should be reasoning through our brain. All these flags we have been flying everywhere, what have they been doing? Contributing, secretly or openly, towards our restoration. It is a high time we continue. We start thinking like real human beings we are. And prioritizing our interests, not sentiments, not true sentiments, no. Our interests, number one. The success of our restoration, that's number one. That is it. Before I go on, let me go through some news headlines, please. Just very few, because there is no time. Okay. There is this news. Let me know where to start. It's a federal government muse proscription of ASU. You know, ASU, that is Teachers, Academic Staff Union of Universities. That is ASU, ASUU, Academic Staff Union of Universities. People that should be respected. Because teachers are people that molds human beings in a society. But lo and behold, the Nigerian government is trying to proscribe them as terrorists. Let me tell you what is happening, because Nigerians don't reason. I'm telling you. Nigerians don't reason. They are trying to destroy education, Western education in Nigeria by all means. People don't understand this. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I look at things, I laugh. I don't know whether I laugh, I cry. I don't know. What Boko Haram was using guns and bullets, terrorizing people. The Fulani Caliphate now, what they are doing it, they are trying to achieve it politically, softly. That is why Nigerian government, they ordered, secret order from above, that Boko Haram should not be harmed. Not killed, though. They don't say harmed. They don't even scratch their body. They order Nigerian soldiers to capture them alive. Make sure don't harm them. And capture and release it to them. The authority. Now they will start paying them. In their so-called the radicalization centers. Do you know what they tell the Boko Haram people, the Boko Harams? What you are doing, you're fighting a good fight. All of us are the same because we are sponsoring you by the government, telling them, look, what you are doing, it is now time for you to lower and we take up the fight, but in another way. We make sure we destroy the Nigerian Western education. Do you understand? We make sure we destroy Nigerian Western education. That is why teachers are being, laughed upon in Nigeria. Teacher salaries, teachers in Nigeria. A very respectable, honorable job any other place in the world. But only in Nigeria, teachers, school teachers are being laughed, used in making caricature. Their salaries are not paid to them. The little mega stipends they are being receiving, they don't give them. You understand? I was talking with my sister, my big sister, yesterday. He's a teacher. He said there is nothing, no person again. No, nothing. Teaching job now is who is trying to become a teacher? Any child? Now, that is what Boko Haram was trying to achieve with guns and bullets. The Nigerian government is doing it now softly. Nigerians don't know because they don't reason. They don't reason. That is why they have the guts, the audacity to say that they will, proscribe ASU, the Academic Staff Union of Universities. Do you see it? You see how they hastily ordered the closure of schools in many middle belt and northern states. Nasarawa, is it Nasarawa, Jigawa, and Abuja? Have you seen it? With which speed? Lightning speed. It shows you what they are doing. But lo and behold, Nigerians, I call them dead bodies. Do they know? What is happening, Korokoro? They don't even know. Talk less of decoding the plans of the caliphate. They don't know. They will make sure that education, Western education in Nigeria, is no more attractive by all means. You understand? By that time, people will completely become double zombie, double dead body, so that they have their, anything they come official version. Anything you see in internet television, you don't ask question, you believe. Anything you see in Arise television, all these useless medias in Nigeria, you believe, you don't ask question. In newspaper, you don't ask question. That is what they want to achieve in a very large scale. What Boko Haram have been fighting, say Western education is evil. Through guns and bullets, they bomb schools, they kidnap students. The Nigerian government tell them, no, we have devised another means, don't worry. And they say, don't worry now. The other day I read about 200, they said 200 and something Boko Haram surrender in 1 week. I laugh. I say the agenda is continuing, moving fast. But we Nigerians, where they are fighting with their stomach, how to feed their stomach. We don't know. How do you expect dead bodies to react? It's impossible. Here we try. IPOB, we are being revived. We are dead, but now we are alive. That is why we are trying to revive others through Radio Biafra. Therefore, we tell you the secrets you don't hear in mainstream media. Have you had in any country education? They don't mess with education in any country of the world. Only in Nigeria. You understand? They want you to be like Afghanistan, where women are not allowed to go to school. They become brooders, producers. You lock them in the house. Only be breathing. No more now. He don't born again, no. Only twice a year. Two times in a year. Oh, that is how they want everybody. Because they want you to become something they want you to be. That is the plan of the caliphate. I played their political strategy, their political framework, right from Ottoman Danfodio. When Ottoman Danfodio discovered that the type of people in this zone of the planet are the most stupid set of people. When one person, I say one person, one human being only, was able to manipulate a whole race, Hausa race. Oh, you know, when we say this, I don't know whether you think about it. One person, one man, one manipulated a whole race into turning it each other. You know, the Ottoman Danfodio didn't come with a soldier. So, for your information, he didn't come to Hausa land with soldiers. After all, he grew with in Hausa land. His parents, his father and mother, came from Futajelon as a Fulani's, headsmen. You understand? As Fulani headsman and woman, nomads they are. Now they settled. They were hosts. You know, in Sokoto, Gobi at that time, the name. And he was born there in Gobi, and you know, he started manipulating people's brain. And after he found out that these people, they have very light brain, Otinya gear 2, from gear 1, he enter gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, gear 5, gear 6, 9, or fire in all cylinders, using religion. And the Hausas, they divided themselves. Some are for him, some are against him. They started fighting themselves. One person. Why wouldn't the Fulani respect him as a hero? If it's you, why let us call a spade a spade. If it is you, if it's me, I will respect him. If he defends he was able to conquer one person, one man. That is why everywhere in the north they put his name everywhere in institutions in the north. And when Nigeria was amalgamated, they smartly negotiated their way, acted their way into that amalgamated Nigeria, using their political prowess in order to take control of everything. You understand? Today they are doing the same thing. They are swallowing every Nigerian alive. But who knows? Who we know? Who cares where you are fighting with engine block? Nima here. There's all different things, worries. They infest you with worries that you can, unending worries. No electricity. Even to charge it, before you know, can you listen to this gospel? You say, nah, battery man will go, hey, and where the battery what's up call, talk less, or phone call, ordinary phone call. Hey, on your now. In a move, in a hurry, charge your battery. I used to watch, there is one prank, one guy used to, very funny prank. He will just run and they are coming, they are coming, everybody. Just once in Nigeria, once you hear they are coming, now you become Ben Johnson. Very funny. That is how the Fulani have put everybody. You understand? Perpetual worry. You know, perpetually they put you into things, they put things that you'll be fighting with. No electricity, and they are doing their thing. You'll be fighting with data is no data, no connectivity. Even if you buy, you know, it will be going and coming. Connection. When you talk with somebody, you know, or you listen to Radio Biafra, but you will not hear my voice clear. You throw up, say nah, beg, leave this one. You will not get that information. These are the worries they put everybody into. They use in attacking so that you will not have time to attack them. Do you understand? Now they are threatening the government. Nigerian government is threatening to, to prescribe the taproot, the mainstream of a society, education, which they should sacrifice everything for. No, they are threatening them because that is the same thing. Boko Haram, Western education is evil. So now they are doing it in a soft way, with soft method, political method. They make conditions for teachers very unattractive, so that the new generations, no person will aspire to be a teacher. You know? Do you see it? What is the difference between what Boko Haram is fighting? Boko Haram, the name is Western education is evil. Finish. And there you are. I said the other day I saw the best teacher in Imo State. He was given 1 cup of, or 3 or 4 cups of beans, 1 liter of red oil. And he's okay. The other day, was it in Kaduna or in Jigawa, one of those states? They say the state governor gave a check of 2,000 naira to the best students of the state. 2,000 naira. But when it comes to the best dancer, hey, because they want you to dance away your life. The best comedians, they pay millions. Comedians used to act where a seat can cost, even 1 million each table, or more than each table, and people will go there. You see governors, you see politicians go there to have, to have fun. They are promoting, because this is what they promote. They promote things that, things that should be at the background in a society. Whereas the most important things, they make sure to kill it. That is the caliphate for you. They are turning everybody into Almajiri, the way they cut off Western education in the north. That is what they are doing, but albeit politically, softly. But will you understand? No, because you are not thinking. You are thinking through your emotion. That is it. You don't have eagle eye to understand what is going on in Nigeria, but we do. Because why? We are the indigenous people of Biafra. That is the reality. Let me go into another news. I will rush them anyway. Just the headlines, please. Because since Saturday, I never come up. I wanted to come up, but because of the program in London, I couldn't. I stopped coming on air on Saturday. But by the grace of Chukwokike, next Saturday it will be explosive. Don't worry. We must continue what we are doing. No going back, because there is no back to go to. Do you understand? Okay. Let me continue. Okay. Another headline. Do you see, the brouhaha about Niger Republic being given priority over Nigeria? The Nigerian, when I say Nigerian, is somebody from Niger. It's called Nigerian. It's French. You understand? The Nigerian minister, he said something. When he had the brouhaha on the social media everywhere, people, Nigerians were mad. Why is the president, the government of Nigeria, more interested in Niger than to Nigerians? They give money as they want. They build railway lines to Niger, whereas in Nigeria, nothing. Now, one of the Nigerian ministers, a defense minister of Niger Republic, Al-Kasum Indatu, he said something to put everything to rest. He said they helped Nigeria to conquer Biafra. To defeat Biafra. And Nigerians may not know Haria, because I tell you something. Let me tell you. Let me say it again. Reiterate it. Biafra, or the hatred against Biafra, is a blind spot used by the caliphate. And let me repeat it again. The hatred against Biafrans is a blind spot used by the caliphate in order to conquer every other indigenous person or indigenous population in Nigeria. This is one of the proof. The Nigerian defense minister, Republic of Niger, Indatu, he said that why Nigerians are mad about the 1-point-something billion cars given to us, and other money, and the railway line, and being supplied with crude oil from Nigeria. Why? That they help Nigeria in order to defeat Biafra. They brought their donkeys, they brought their military. Upon saying that, the Nigerian indigenous, they say, okay, as far as is helping, is defeating Biafra, no problem. Everybody closed their mouths because they know where they touch them. The hatred of Biafra is too much by the indigenous people in Nigeria, that if they want, let the whole Nigeria be sold, all Nigerian properties be sold and given to Niger. Once they come out, because this is a political plot, the caliphate, they know the Fulani, they know where to touch Nigerians, and they will keep quiet because they don't want to continue talking. Because that is the reality. The Nigerian minister, he said we help Nigeria when we were helping you to defeat Biafra. Do you think that we are doing it for free? That we cannot, we are doing it just for free? Because yeah. They said no. And once they hear defeating us Biafra, everybody, because it's a case that no person wants to. They know the Fulani Caliphate, they know where to pitch. Mosquito that pitch in the scrotum. Mosquito burning na amo. There is a way you don't kill it like any other, maybe a mosquito that pitches any other part of the body. No. If you leave it without killing it, it will suck your blood. If you strike it also, you wound yourself. That is it. So the caliphate, they know where to touch Nigerians. And Nigerians not okay, if they say no, why? No. We don't care. Even if why should you do this? Continue. Now they will tell them, so okay, we will allow, if Biafra start again, we will not help you. That is the problem. Do you understand? There lies the problem. The Nigerians now will be dying in silence. Another time, these are the ones the media brought up to our knowledge. Another time you will see that, $5.7 billion given to Niger. And when you want to talk, they will go, you remember Biafra? We helped you in defeating Biafra in 1970. So, and Nigerians are dying in silence because of their, unfettered hatred of Biafrans. When I look at some people, some tribes, some people supporting Obi for president, I laugh. Many of these people are people that hate anything Biafra. So they are not doing it that they love Obi or they love his policy, no. But to make sure to kill IPOB won't pay. Instead, Nyonyi Igbo presidency, I beg, so that to kill IPOB because they hate this idea of Biafra restoration. Some of them, many of them believe that Biafra, we Igbos, we Biafrans, is their insulation. Insulation. That if we go, that they are all dead. The Fulani will swallow them. You understand? So it's better we stay in Nigeria and every time be suffering. As they are there, they are suffering. Some of them, they don't know where to belong. Are they going to belong to Biafra or to Arewa or to Duduwa? They don't have any place in their mindset. So they say the best thing is, let us make sure that these Biafrans, they don't go. They stay with us and all of us will be suffering. That is why you see many of them gallivanting. Obi. We understand all these games. It is a game. The only thing is that Indiana made this game. We they understand? That is my concern. Do they understand? But we do. IPOBians, we do. Very well. Before you even the music, we have known what you want to do. By far. That's the reality. Now let me go on another news headline, please. Okay. Let me read this in a bit. In defense also is chief of staff Gambari. There is something he said on August 16th. Ibrahim Gambari, the chief of staff to President Muhammad Buhari, says neighboring countries like the Niger Republic, Chad, and similar neighboring nations were officially removed from Nigeria by European colonial governments. Are you listening? Last year, Mr. Buhari justifies his regime's decision to spend $1.9 billion on rail projects to the Niger Republic, saying, I have cousins, family members, etc. in the Niger Republic. I shouldn't just cut them off. This is a so-called president of a country. It's just like American president telling you that in as much as his family lineage is Spanish. For example, if you have a Spanish, lineaged president, American president, he will tell you, no, I'm doing what I'm doing for Mexico because I have families there. Do you know that day he's running away from that office? I said that day. He immediately he finished speaking. He will not come out from that room or from the studio. People will invade that place and pursue him. But in Nigeria, dead bodies. Can dead bodies talk? No way. Everything goes. The caliphate, they are telling you, kuru, you can't do nothing. He said he have cousins in his family members are in Niger Republic. So why shouldn't he give them $1.9 billion rail? Why shouldn't he send them cars? Why? Speaking at a reception organized to honor two principal officers of Mr. Buhari recently, honored by the Niger Republic President Mohamed Bazoum, Mr. Gambari stressed that all these boundaries are very much artificial. Okay? Do you see? But why are they telling you we defend the integrity of Nigeria? They are looking at the indigenous people in Nigeria as a very stupid and hopeless set of people. You play with them as you want. They go to Nigeria, they say all of this is an artificial boundary. You understand? We should be that they and Nigeria, they are one people. Rightly so. But they will come to Nigeria and say, no, Nigeria integrity. We are Nigeria, one Nigeria. You should not stop anything. The unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. What? I don't know. Sometimes, there is a day our leader was so pissed off. He stopped the radio. He said, I'll close. He stopped on mid-broadcast. I could remember that day. He was so pissed off with the way our people think, the way our people are stupid. And he said, no, I wouldn't continue in the broadcast. And he stopped. I didn't blame him. Because when you look at how these Fulani are dealing with us, not secretly, openly, you see, Nigerians don't react. They go to Nigeria, they say, no. How are you blaming me how are you blaming us, the Fulani, not to do anything to Niger? Because we are one people. Oh, it's the Europeans that bring Nigeria and divided us. Now, but when they come back, they will tell you that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable because they are dealing with lower animals. I'm telling you, the indigenous people, they take them as highly lower animals. People that are buyable. People that what matters to them is money, not reason. So why wouldn't they talk to you anyhow? Do as they want. He added, because to change them, other than peacefully, will be creating even more problems than they can solve. But in any case, whether by those lines, whether artificial or not, Nigeria share common boundaries, common interests, common concerns with their families across the border. Do you see? Do you see? Are you hearing? And the mind here. Sometimes our people, we are the most stupid state of people on earth. I'm telling you. In his Buhari's area incarnation, let me ask you, can even a Yoruba politician, Let me challenge any Yoruba politician to come out and say this. Oh, that we are one with, they do projects, maybe from Lagos to Cotonou. State government, they give their counterparts in Cotonou openly. Build some things openly for them in Cotonou. Give them money openly in Cotonou. And when you talk, they will say, no, we are Yoruba in Lagos, in Yoruba land, and in Benin Republic, we are the same. So why wouldn't we are just one people? That day, the caliphate, the Sokoto caliphate will bomb everywhere. Are you hearing me? They will bomb everywhere. That our interests, our efforts will be concentrated on promoting Nigeria's interests in concentric circles at the epicenter. The defense of Nigeria's integrity. Obiana to deceive prosperity, the welfare of his people. But next are the neighboring countries, then West Africa, then Africa, and the rest of the world. But they are defending their brothers in Niger Republic more than you. You understand? Okay. There is one place I want to bring. I don't know why I didn't see that place. There is a place, he said, separate people who should. Okay. The Europeans in Congress of Berlin, and listen, it's a Gambari saying this. The Europeans in Congress of Berlin just took a piece of paper and we are drawing lines across places where they have never been. They never intended to be. Separated people who should be united. And uniting people, listen, perhaps who should be separated. Are you seeing it? This is where Nigerians should have taken up the case. Where they want to separate, unite. They are united themselves with their brothers in Niger Republic. We should not be united with them. Because he said it. He said they never intended to be. The Europeans separated people who should be united. And uniting people perhaps who should be separated. Oh, church, the indigenous people in Nigeria are stupid people. You know, when okwa tree fall, maybe by wind, people will gather. One will sit down on one branch, talking the story. You will go and sit down on one branch. The other person will sit down on the other stump. The other person will sit down on, before you know, as we are discussing, everybody sitting down in different branches of and stumps of that fallen tree. Now, the stupid person now will go and take knife. He will go to his house, take knife and start. When he comes to say, "Stand, let me cut." He say, "What are you cutting?" He don't know. This place is mine already. Do you think I'm sitting down here for fun? I have taken my own. If we go to the other place, the person to pursue him. So, boy, get out from. When I was sitting down, when I was standing here, do you think that I'm joking? It's my own. So that person will end up getting nothing because he's stupid. He's waiting for when to start calling roll call. Mr. Okekoya, this is your own measure. This is your own. That is the way Nigerian indigenous population are behaving. They don't know that everything has been shared. This man, Gambari, have said it all. That the Europeans, they separated people that they shouldn't be separated. You understand? And the united people that shouldn't be united together. That is why they themselves, the Fulani, take it as a responsibility in order to naturally liaise with their own brothers in Niger Republic. I don't blame them and Chad. That is what they are doing. Now, why then are we together? Because he said it all. We Nigerians no do anything. No way. I got money and now. This is our Nigeria. They don't know that. I do understand him, honestly speaking. Because the way the indigenous people reasons in that so-called Nigeria is fundamentally flawed. They are they are lower animals. Everybody will be complaining. Now, wow, hey, this government, now, wow, man, I come to our head. Now, they don't know that the Fulani Caliphate, they are gradually uniting themselves in that old way with their Niger counterparts, with their Chad counterparts. Whereas when they come, they will come into Nigeria and say, no, the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. If not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are all gone. I'm telling you, we are pursuing shadow. Whereas the Fulani, they are pursuing the real thing. That is the thing. They are bapping everybody with a broken bottle. And you are seeing the result. Let me continue, please. I want to rush it so that tomorrow I'll continue on the news. There are many headlines that made news. Okay. There is this news in Enugu community, that set up joint security task force with the Fulani headsmen. It is only Igbo people that are doing this. Do you know this woman they call Mama Boko Haram? I was shocked. Go to BBC Pidgin or BBC Igbo. Scroll, you will see it where they interviewed her. It's an Igbo woman. But now he's answering whether Aisha or Rokia, Muhammad or something. I was shocked. It's an Igbo woman. Igbo people. All these things are opening my eyes. Why slaves in transatlantic slavery? Most slaves come from Biafra land. Because these are people that fit perfect slaves. I say complete perfect slaves. People that they don't want to make noise. They will not try to fight that evil. Instead, they will like to try to profit, modify themselves in order to be benefiting or to be making a living out of that slavery. You understand? You know, when the Europeans in America, first of all, they experimented with American Indians. Let me tell you, American Indians, to be working as slaves for them. They captured them and they forced them to be working. The American Indians, they have dignity. They have red lines. They say, instead of us to be working as farm animals to another human being like us, instead, I die. When they capture that person, they feel that he's a slave. He will pretend. At any slightest opportunity, he will kill his master or the wife or any family member, any white person he saw as a family member. He doesn't care the repercussion. He can kill him and kill himself. It happens everywhere. Where these people we are being experimented on to act like slaves, to take them, subdue them as slaves, to work for the white people. Anywhere that how work with Kobo their master. Or shovel they don't care about their lives. And instead, go herself. They don't care. Very, very violent to death. You know, Bible says when you sacrifice your life, you get it. That is what happened to them. They got their dignity. Each person, now as they were doing this, now it happened in New Orleans. Now they now gave order. The colonial masters, the white people, they say, oh boy, stop using these people as slaves. We cannot tame them. We cannot tame them. They are not cheap. They started scavenging and they came to Africa. They carried the first slaves. And they saw that these people, that they are the perfect slaves. Haruzie Biafra land, Burundi, Biafra. Hey, Chineke. First of all, our people collaborated in selling our own people because of SNAP. Africa is this thing now. Now you see Africans, black people, they want to only drop of coffee, which you fall from Oga table. The remaining coffee that Oga, their master, remained and the family. The crumbs, when the slave that gather, hey, when they taste it, they say, oh boy, they will try to report. The house niggers now will be reporting on the field niggers. The Oga will happy. Say, the masters, the white people say, we have found the perfect people to use as farm animals. And that is why black people were being used as slaves in America. No other race we allow themselves to be used. Even if they capture them, they subdue them, they reacted. You say, no, we cannot be, instead I die. What am I living? Serving, being used as farm animal for another person. That is, in our own land, Enugu community, this is experiment. Before you know, Kebeke will say, no, you see what is happening in Enugu, see there is peace. The Fulani, they know how to play game. They will make a temporary peace, artificial peace, so that others will see is this is experiment. Before you know, Kebeke will say, no, you see what is happening in Enugu, see there is peace. The Fulani, they know how to play game. They will make a temporary peace, artificial peace, so that others will see is this is experiment. Before you know, Kebeke will say, no, you see what is happening in Enugu, see there is peace. The Fulani, they know how to play game. They will make a temporary peace, artificial peace, so that others will see is continuing, moving fast. But we Nigerians, where they are fighting with their stomach. How to
Sorry, I had a temporary
we don't know.
blow. I don't know. I didn't know.
How do you expect the same Enugu as I was saying?
It's impossible.
The same Enugu
Here
that
we
fell
to
to
the
the
Nigerian forces under months.
The same Enugu. I say I saw Mama Boko Haram. I used to talk about her or read about her. I didn't know that it's an Igbo man from Enugu. I didn't know. Chineke kwena ihe ọjọọ. They are forming joint security outfit with the Fulani headsmen. Please, my dashboard is showing me yellow, orange. Please, I don't know whether my voice is coming out. Please say I am off. Please let me know if my voice is coming out now. Why? Why should this? Why? Why? I don't know why. Why should this happen? Let me see. Because please, if my voice is coming out, let me know. Inbox me immediately, please. Okay, I think my voice is coming out. I checked it myself. My voice is coming out. It doesn't, notwithstanding the dashboard. Sometimes this thing can confuse. It's technology. It will show you orange, whereas you are coming out. It's okay now. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. So what am I trying to say? These people, these people, the Fulani. Thank you very much. I understand. I've seen many of your, yes, I've seen many of your, yeah, they were. Now, these people, I don't need calls now. Please don't call. I'm hearing. Don't call. When you call, you are adding to the confusion. It's okay. Many inboxes. Yeah, thank you very much. It was off few minutes, but it's now on. It was off few minutes. It's okay now. Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. So, as I was saying concerning this Mama Boko Haram, this woman, when she speaks Hausa, you think is I never knew until I had her interview. Go to BBC Igbo and you scroll. Imerum Igbo Ebere. Chineke kwena ihe ọjọọ. Imerum Igbo Ebere. For being so cheap. For being so cheap. Onye ahụ mama, ọ sị na ọ ya nwazụrụ ụmụ Boko Haram na ụmụaka ya. Ya nwa wara ha napkin. You know, onye lụrụ ya wụ onye Alhaji. So, ya wụrụzie Mama Boko Haram. When you hear this, I watch it, you know, sometimes I'm saying, why are we like this? Why? Why are we so cheap? Why can't we reason for once? Why? But something that will be, it will be. You know, I used to say this. You know, the Jews, the Israelis of today, we know. They took their suffering. They have taken their suffering for more than 2,000 years. Now they have their country. Our great-great-grandfather from Egypt at that time as an Israeli, as a sharp guy, sharpness in Igbo now. Always sharp person. He saw the future that time. When they went to Goshen in Egypt because of hunger, and Joseph was there, according to the story. I'm just judging according to the story. I'm saying it according to the theory, the story. Now, they were given the fattest, the most fertile place in Egypt as Joseph's people, second in command of Pharaoh. But maybe God, our ancestor, as a sharp guy, saw that this thing cannot continue. A time will come when the king that doesn't know Joseph will, in future, our people will suffer. So as a sharp guy, man, one make that time. He started trekking, collect. Nah, I did disappear from this Egypt. Don't forget that today we are eating. Tomorrow our children will suffer. Let us go and Ochena. You know, the gods are not to blame. When you read that book, you will laugh. He ran away, making his way till Ethiopia, till the place we call home today, in Igbo land, thinking that he have escaped the punishment, not knowing that after thousands of years, still the same thing. The people in Europe, they were Jews in Europe, they suffered. So sometimes that is, honestly speaking, that is the way I used to see it. So we are taking our own. But thank God that our eyes are opening. Because you cannot tell me the reason why we are seeing things happening to us as a people. And when you are telling people, they are telling you arrant nonsense. Oh, Nigeria say, but lay a Fulani Gambari. What they are doing, they are giving money to Niger, developing Niger, building infrastructures in Niger, something they don't build in your land. Look at so-called second Niger bridge. They will put toll gates. So we are the people that we pay. Oh, Chineke, Ndibo. And you will say people, they will come. Hey, the president loves us because he's our in-law. You know, now them can we draw nuclear weapon from heaven, come destroy these people because they are simply stupid. They don't need to exist. I can't shower. Hey, I can't shower. You know, they bring sentiments because they know that with sentiment you control our people. Now, this man is our in-law, so he loves us. Look at how he cares for us. Even the way he think about even contemplating of making a project in our land. So we thank you in advance. Even if it takes another 20 years, we thank you in advance. But $22.7 billion was borrowed, and openly in the Senate, they told you that you are not going to benefit anything. You, the Igbos. You are not going to benefit anything from this money. You saw them, the senators of Igbo extraction. Bek anketa, bek uke. And now we know Nigeria is not one. We know something to impeach the president, but we don't do it because Nigeria. Stupid. People, lower animals. I'm watching them. I'm telling you. In the night, they call them privately. Now, bring your account. Does it? The project, your region will not, your people will not benefit. It doesn't mean that you yourself, as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, will not benefit it. Now, don't worry. Your account will be filled. Although we give you a contract in Castina. You understand? We give you that your company, we give you a contract for filling the sand in the road. You know what it means now. Tomorrow they'll come out and start talking another thing. People without dignity. That is why our people were taken into slavery as a farm animal. Do you know what it means? To tie people, cage people inside sheep. Inside the sheep, underground. Have you gone to the place in Ghana? Where the point of no return. What about another place in Senegal? Where point of no return. From there, when you enter there, your body will chill. How they treated human beings. They chained our people. From there till, do you know what it means to use sheep? All those old steam engine sheep to travel to the Americas. Maybe it will take 3 months. People were chained, lined like sardine. They will shit there. Before they reach, more than half have died. And they stinking with, oh, Chineke. And you tell me that these people want to get butraya, hey, I go Amadio Hamapokwakishidia. You are not here. You are simply stupid. In the treat like this, will give us, show us a place, a way to go to heaven that is good. Paved with gold. Are you not? Oh, Chineke, when I hear you make me sick. The way you think, you make me sick. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Let us continue. I will go to this. Okay, 243 Nigerian soldiers tender resignation letters to Chief of Army Staff over corruption. Over corruption, low moral others. That is rightly so. That is rightly so. Let me read this. Let me read this, please. This headline. Because if I continue thinking about the alterations, about the way our people think, it makes me, it is nauseating, disgusting. They never change. That primitive character never leave them. But I know here, we are here, we are going nowhere. I got go back. This life, is not what you get, but what you give out. The legacy you left, that is what matters. You understand? So I got go back. We tell ourselves the truth. Whether it is whether you like it or not, you will hear the truth. What you do with it, that is your problem. I want to finally read this news headline. Lagos considers public holiday for traditional worshippers. Sanwo-Olu. I tell you, sometimes the way the Yoruba behave, I like it. They walk silently. We are the highest losers in the Nigeria setting. Very primitive people, Ndibu, and we never change. Stop telling me that we are Republicans. We do, yes, we are. We show the Western countries real democracy, but we never develop. We never advance that primitive republicanism. You understand? That is why you can also call it, is primitive. That primitivity is still in us. Many of us. It is only IPOB Radio Biafra that refined our brain. I'm telling you. Look at this man, governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. He said that Lagos will consider public holiday for traditional worshippers, and rightly so. Do you know that the whole public holidays in Nigeria is about a foreign religion? Do you know that? You know, sometimes these people, they tackle things right from grassroots, silently. That is what I love. I love it. I love it. Now, no single, this August break, my traditional, our Iriji, it has no official public holiday in the government, in our land. No. It has no traditional way or traditional worshiping that attracts government's public holiday. Do you know that? Ndị Hausa na-emepe ọnụ Islam, ha na-emechi ọnụ Islam, a na-eme Christmas or Christian, a na-eme Easter or Christian, a na-eme nke a St. Augustine's Day or Christianity, a na-eme ke Valentine's Day or Christianity. Sometimes think primarily. Stop. That is the way I see it. Honestly, we should be thinking elementarily. We start elementary thinking. That is what our leader have been preaching. Reasoning, critical thinking. Have you ever think about it? If it is in our land now, for example, in Imo State or in Anambra, people, some tribes support of that. Some people supporting Obi for president. And one day you will see that Lagos have put many of these people so there as public holiday in Lagos for Ifa worshippers. What will you do? That day you don't go to work. Because that is government. Can you do it in your land? That time no. We don't want to be idol worshippers, because you don't know. He's a bastard that doesn't know his father. Oh, just bastard don't know his father. We IPOB, we know where we come from. So I agree. I love what this man is trying to do. You know, he has pledged to give a listening ear to the agitations of traditional worshippers for public holiday every 28th of August. Is their traditional worshippers to tell them that, yes, because all the public holiday, it is either Islamic or Christian. Why is it so? Why don't you think home and say, look, do we have a place in our tradition, in our traditional way of life? Must we be following these people all the time? Why can't we start with something in our land? Let me go to the subject matter of the day, please. Before because of the way our people behave and think. Because we lag behind in everything called politics. I lag behind. That is why when you hear stories of what is happening in our land, every day every time you will see what is happening. That is because our land is gradually being destroyed. Strategically being destroyed. It is very pathetic. Very, very pathetic. In our place, no, people don't care about the famine again. We push us into pursuing paper. Ego. I was talking to one person. I said, but this ego, what if you have quantities of money and there is no food to buy? That money becomes useless in your pocket. You cannot eat it. Why not we start from the grassroots? No way. No way. We need to change our mentality. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has tried, though. He has tried. I'm telling you honestly. This man, he has tried. All try go. Our people are the most difficult set of human beings on earth. But we must continue. We must continue to change that status quo in our brain, because the first thing is to understand, to know that, look, we are in a mess. Once we understand that we're in a mess and identify the cause of that mess, now we can move from there. That is what IPOB is doing. That is what Radio Biafra is doing. Now, the topic of my today's submission, as I said, I will rush it because time has gone. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know whether even to take it up or to leave it, because there are many things, honestly. Although maybe I would just say little about, and another day I will continue. Politics of collective interest. That is the topic of my submission today. You know, the other day I talked about politics, and I say it will continue. Today it is a subtopic of politics of collective interest. As I said, a political system is a framework which defines acceptable political methods within a society. You understand? A political system is a framework which defines acceptable political methods within a society. A collective interest is an interest that is shared by every member of a group. Shared. You know, when you share something, in one small is better than one person taking everything. I don't know whether you understand. You know, we grow in a big family. In a big family. Now, you know, it's a channel like this. Seven. I did 7. Our mother will divide. Share, we know why or share. The first person will one small advantage. The second person, you know, only on a manke, and everybody becomes happy. But our nine now go, you know, now go for a you take it by oneself. Everybody will be mad because one person has taken it. Do you understand? So a collective interest is an interest that is shared by every member of a group. You share. Little, even if you get little, is good as long as it is being shared. Do you understand? I'll give you an example. You know, central electricity is for the collective interest of everyone in a country. Central electricity. But in Nigeria, there is no central electric supply because some few individuals are making billions of dollars on the importation of generators into Nigeria. That is why you don't have electricity in Nigeria. You understand? Do you see? Some just very few people, less than 0.1%, they become billionaires. They become billionaires, impoverishing everybody instead of sharing, making that electricity to go around so that, you know, everybody will have a share. You know, sometimes maybe you want to even buy maybe something that can take electricity. Maybe you have money, small money to buy air condition. As long as it's being shared. But because of the bill, maybe when you put it the way you, in a rationale, you want to put it 247 or in Nigerian heat. But you will be rationing it because you know you pay bill. Because it is being shared equally. If you have money, oh yeah, now put AC 247. Bill. That is how a country should be done. I mean, should be run. That is the example of shared interest. But no, some few people don't like it. What they want to be us on one so that everybody will be bowing down for them, suffering, and he will be sharing them crumbs. That is what Nigeria represents. I'm talking about politics of collective interest. Remember, the ability for a people to give priority to their collective interest is a huge sign of advancement in human civilization. Do you understand what I mean? The ability for a people to give priority to their collective interests is a huge sign of advancement in human civilization. That is why, you know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Onyendu, I call him the enlightened one. The enlightened one. Do you know why? The ability. What made that ability he used in organizing us into one family. So that anywhere, the whole four corners of the world, once you shout IPOB, another side will be shouting one family. Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's easy? You know, there is one broadcast, which surfaced, where our leader said, you know, when Mazi JOHNATHAN called, I think 2014, talking about IPOB, the benefit of people joining the struggle that time. Our leader said, look, somebody called from Kuwait, and another person we call from India, another one from Denmark, another person from Edmonton, Canada. And people talk about unification without knowing it. He said, our people think that unity is I got the idea rice. I may him what rice is unity. That is not that unity. Unity is the ability to organize people, to prioritize, give priority to collective interests. It's an advancement. Because you cannot give what you don't have. You understand? That is why our leader is an enlightened fellow. If you want to call him Illuminati, that is, I don't care, because in all these things, another thing. He has illuminated the brain. He's an enlightened one. He knows the secret. Let me tell you, because it's not easy. Human advancement makes you have the ability to force people in one way or the other to give priority to their collective interest, not that their selfish interest. So that is why here in Radio Biafra, we castigate. We don't give. We don't, rob to the corruption. No, because we should be whiter than white and whiter than snow. Enlighten the mindsets. That is what we are, the way we are going. So that when you have money, I mean IPOB money, when you are managing IPOB money, you will manage it with alacrity, giving priority to our collectivity. Not because the money is in your hand now, you can use it. In Okoki, there IPOB job, IPOB duty. There IPOB duty. Because you are still an orangutan. I don't know whether people, you are still a monkey. You shouldn't be in IPOB if you have that mindset. Do you understand me? We are heading into real civilization, human civilization, what the Europeans passed. That is why, because of because of doing party, hosting party and eating shrimp, crayfish, one French minister was forced to resign. Do you understand that? Because a minister in France, he hosted a weather birthday party or one party like that, anniversary or something like that. And they saw him, they said, but you are serving crayfish. This crayfish is costly. Why should you be misusing taxpayers' money on crayfish? And the media took it up. And the man was forced to resign. So I'm sorry. Maybe spent maybe a few hundred euros more. Say, sorry, I resign. Do you know that if it's in Nigeria, if it's in our land, is the miserable suffering people that we defend? Leave him yourself. You are jealous. Go and make your money and chop crayfish now if they pay you. You know he's a politician. A big man like this, you are talking about. What is crayfish? Let him chop because it's his time. Now I tap from your blessing in Jesus' name. You will see useless primates stuck. Oh, Pandina suffered. And you said, nah, what are these people? Are these real human beings? Are these real human beings? Countries and nations are advanced today due to their politics of collective national interests. I will give you an example. Despite the Western sanctions, the American sanctions against the purchase of Russia oil, India is still buying Russia oil at a discount rate with Russian rubles because they consider their national interests as priority. Do you understand? This is part of their politics of collective national interests. You know, when Donald Trump came and open up and say publicly, America first. I mean, some people we are talking jackham. Do you want him? He said, he challenge people. He say, okay, you want me to say your country first before America? Is it because he said it? Is it not what countries are working towards to? Do you think that it's in Nigeria that, oh, they go Niger Republic, they build things in Niger Republic and Chad? And when you talk, they tell you that, no, they are one people. We have family. The president and the Fulani Kalivi, they are the same. So why? And now when you come, you say, okay, as you are the same with Niger, leave us, we separate because we are not compatible in values with you. They say, no, no one Nigeria. The integrity of Nigeria should be maintained at all costs. And you start looking at these people and say, what is happening? What is happening? Remember, I'm talking about politics of collective interest. That is what I'm talking about. Let me just read a bit about India. Since the start of the war in Ukraine, the United States and its allies leaned on countries to buy less Russian oil in a bid to punish Moscow for its so-called aggression. But India refiners have done the opposite, snapping up more Russian crude while the government explores ways to protect domestic oil firms from punishment should they fall out of sanctions. Do you know why India was able or is able to ward off, to bypass, to represent their interest? Do you know why? Let me tell you. Do you know the main reason why India was able in order to defend their interest? Because first of all, they have the same value system. They have removed the akpenkata. They have removed the ticks that should be sucking their blood. What originally Britain put them into. But they were human being enough in order to define themselves. And Pakistan, they told Pakistan, you are Muslim majority. Please, do not allow these foreigners to put us together. We should be fighting forever. No development if we become one country. So they had independence in 1947 as two countries, to the chagrin of the British. That is why they brought one of the people, Lugard. He was an Indian even. He come from that side. Is he from Taiwan or Hong Kong? They charge him, Britain charge him. Look, do everything in order not to allow the catastrophe that we suffer in India, in order to happen in Nigeria. And that is why they continue amalgamating, holding everybody hostage in Nigeria to serve British interests. Can Nigeria do anything for their interest? Because first of all, there is no Nigerian. Gambari have told you that, look, the Europeans put people that they should not put together and separated families that should be together as one people. They separated them. And now they are bridging the gap. It is only the Southerners, the orangutans in the South, that doesn't know. Now, when they finish with them in Niger, they will come and tell you the beauty of one Nigeria. That, oh, we are, after all, we have the right. We are Nigerians. Fulani herdsmen have the right to kill people, to take your land in Southeast, in South-South. We have the right to be in the sea in Bayelsa, fishing, controlling the sea, controlling your oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. And you watch the people, you say, Chai, Chineke Kunayojo, these people are stupid. Fulani is dealing with everybody. Do you understand me? India is able to do this because they are really independent. They care for themselves. They prioritize the politics of their national interests because they are really independent. They remove themselves from the cage of being a very big, giant Asian zoo, which Britain intended them to be. They run away from it because they are real human beings. You understand? That is why today they can be independently making their policies. America say no, don't buy Russian oil, otherwise we punish you. They say, I beg it.
They are the perfect.
Oh yeah, no, Russia you
And
say
they
it's
say
cheaper.
Biafra
So
like
boy,
Biafra.
they
Hey,
increase their
first
purchase of
our
Russian
people
oil
collaborated in selling
from
our own people because of
277,000 barrels per day in April and 300,000 barrels of oil per day. They increased it to something like 700 or 900 and something thousand barrels of oil per day because they say it's cheaper. Oh, we don't care. What we care is our industries. What we care for is our people. You understand? They imported 819,000 barrels of oil per day. You understand? Even in May. Now, who knows? Maybe 1 point something million barrels of oil per day. They say, Russia said, come on. If you buy, you have discount. They say, okay, we want to become America friend. Because they at least they have grassroots. They have tap roots. Now they say no. What we care for is for our interest. And that is logical. You that is telling us, don't buy this, and are you going to be giving us this oil in this rate? What do you want us to do? Our people will be suffering. Look at the politics they put now. Let me tell you, they say blame everything on the Russian-Ukraine war. The rise of food costs. World politics. People that are saying that, democracy. Democracy is the order of the day. Wait. But why not democratize the world? Why not democratize the leadership of the world? Why should it be one-sided? Why should it be monopoly of power by some set of people in the world only? Why don't allow another set of people to, so that when you talk, another person will say, no, look at this, it will counterbalance. But these are the people that once Democrat, they shout in their highest voice, Democrat. Now let us leave the hypocrisy in the world. It is stinking hypocrisy in this world. That is why, I don't, you see mainstream media, BBC, CNN, I don't listen to, unless for fun. I say, if I scroll, I say, let me see what they are lying, the way they are propaganda. Come on their mouth, what has your propaganda? Although I'm telling you. It's just like something one of our brothers sent to me. He said, Mazi, listen. One of the people that went to rally against former President Trump, that he's a criminal. He's a criminal. Trump is a criminal. This and that. Oh, he's a criminal. Arrest him. Arrest him. A journalist cornered one person and said, come, I want to grant me interview. He said, yes. He said, you are here as anti-Trump. He said, yes. He said, okay. He's a criminal. Oh, no, boy. He's a criminal. He should be arrested. The man just simply asked him, can you mention one crime Trump committed? He paused. Oh, he look front, look back. He said, he want to talk. He don't know what to talk. He said, in short, I'm out of here. I don't know. I'm out of here. Please, don't video me again. I'm out of here. And that brother, he said, do you see the danger of getting your information from BBC and CNN? They hype everything without you. They bring you as a zombie. You don't even know what you are doing. If they tell you just 1-to-1, 101, what are you doing? You say, okay, I'm doing this. Now, can you tell me what you see that this person have done wrong? You check. The interviewer just allow him. Say, just think. He don't know what to say. He say, no, I don't know. But, anyway, I'm here. Anyway, I'm not interested in your interview again. Please. You see the danger of media propaganda. Sometimes this one much, honestly, because on the aghọgburu ka agbara. Do you understand me? Ndị aghọgburu ka agbara. This and that. Look at something that interests you. Your interest should be number one, not to satisfy others. That is why when Fulani, the politics they are playing, they cornered everybody. Right from 1966, they used that sentiment to galvanize other indigenous communities, indigenous people in Nigeria, to turn against Igbo people, against Biafrans. Till today. Whenever they rise up, look at how they rise up. They say, hey, nah, why Niger? You are doing this. Niger come out to say, hey, we help you to defeat Biafra. What do you say? Every Nigerian, indigenous populace close their mouth, quietly close their mouth, because they know Niger knows their weak point. They know they wronged the Biafra. That if you point it, they will be weak. Because they don't have the manhood, the humanity to come and say, look, we wronged Biafra. Let us face the reality. Black people, they don't have that ability. They don't have that mental capability. That is why they die with their sin. They die with their crime. Before he die, he will try to confess. You see, go on is there. He is dying slowly, looking at things that happen. He knew that he fucked up. He was used by Britain, but he can never come out to confess. Because that is how black people are. That is how they are wired to be. He will die with that secret. But if he's a Yoruba man, let me tell you, one day we say, oh boy, I know one. Look at Harold Smith, one of the agents, one of the British civil servants that colonized Nigeria. Before he died, he came out. He said he had been trying to make contact for any Nigerian media to come and interview him so that he vomits. He will say before he died, because these are people that have conscience. But black people, do they have? No way. Go on, will die with that secret, with that evil. Instead, he will prefer to go and pray for fast and pray. He will become a prayer warrior. In a way, on our worry, he will be running round and round, but to face the reality, he will not. That is how black people, that is how they do. Instead of the indigenous people in Nigeria to rise up and say, look, this issue of Biafra, let us discuss it. Yes, Izogu killed Tafawa Balewa. It shouldn't be, but they are military. Even Nzogu is more Hausa than Igbo. Forget, his name is Kaduna Nzogu. He killed Tafawa Balewa in order to save Nigeria. They should call a spade a spade. And now they say, look, from the depth of our hearts, let us ask Biafra for forgiveness. We have wronged them. No, they cannot do it. So they know the caliphate keep on like that. They know that it's a weak point. Niger Republic, they come, they say, hey, we are chopping your money. And so what? When we help you to defeat Biafra, Nigerians keep quiet. So, oh, no, Biafra issue, I beg. It is a very no-go area. Black people, Nigerians have no-go area. Everywhere is dark. Black spots. They love it like that. They hate to confront the reality. Instead, they will be praying and fasting so that that black spot will disappear. But it will not until you confront it. Do you understand? Go on, we continue praying and fasting. Become a prayer warrior in every church. Equa Church, he is a prayer warrior. In Liberty Cathedral, he is a prayer warrior. In Redemption, he is the leader prayer. All just something that he should come out and say, look, I made a mistake. I was used by the British. I was a young officer that didn't know. But now I realize, look at what happened. If it's white people, they will come and confess and do that. But in UG, mostly in this UG, that's why white people, they depicted the demons with the black color. And they are behaving like that. We must continue. Let me rush. I will soon stop because I will continue another day on this, please. Nigeria is not a nation, neither a country. It is a contraption, a conglomerate of amalgamated nations with divergent and highly opposing values. Therefore, there will never be a common collective national interest. It will continue to always be sectional and frictional. This is what India saw before their independence. India had their independence in 1947. You understand? Mahatma Gandhi, their father, the father of independence, was killed in 1948, 1 year after, because he was busy trying to make sure that I fought for the liberation of everybody, both Pakistan, so we shouldn't go our different way. He was busy. He's a Hindu. But he was too much concerned with Muslims that are displaced. One Indian Hindu extremist, I call him a good person, shut this man. I say, yes, you helped us in independence, but you shouldn't keep us backwards. We should move forward, for goodness sake. Mazi Nnamdi say, any day I come out and start talking with both sides of my mouth, let the person in my back cut off my neck and others continue, because Biafra is bigger than everybody. India is bigger than Mahatma Gandhi. That made them to see road, to see independence from Britain. But an Indian slaughtered him, shot him and killed him. That is why, I say, Africans are too sentimental. That is why we are in a mess. You will see somebody looting money, committing crime. Miserable people that are watching him will be saying, oh, no, don't touch him. I beg, leave him. He is the person that built this road for us now. Is it now? But it's a mistake now. He looted just $2 billion. Just forgive him now. We are Christians. We should forgive him. And you are watching monkeys speak, for goodness sake. They didn't say because Mahatma Gandhi led them to independence, therefore he will lead them into quagmire. He will lead them into nonsense, mess. They said, Oga, you have tried. You lead us into independence, but you cannot bring us backwards. India is greater than you. The way we are going is better. Pakistan, they are Muslim country, Muslim majority. Let them be a country of their own. Let them remain the way before independence they were. We are Hindus mostly, so let us be. Let us suffer this thing now. And to hell with it. People that will die, will die. Others will live and continue. And the man came and took the bull by the horn and killed him. Today in Nigeria, who can do that? Look at all Joseph Carlo Gadivantin. Say, threatening to kill everybody in our land. In our land, in Abia. And people, we are clapping for him. Hey, Senator, because you see our people, they don't reason with their brain, they reason with their sentiments. They reason with their sentiments. The building of a country is more than one person. Do you understand? It's more than one person. Do you understand me? You do something good today, okay? It shouldn't make you become a saint that when you commit crime tomorrow, now say, no, leave him now. Yesterday he was a champion. Leave him now, he suffered for us. So leave. No, and no. And they killed the madman. I'm not praising killing somebody, no. But I'm giving it as a reference. People that understands what it means to build a country. That is what happens. I think I will stop here so that tomorrow, by God's grace, I will continue. In this topic, I'll stop here. Let us stop reasoning with our sentiments. Rather, let us be reasoning with our brain, thinking critically what is better for us, for our collective interest. Let us stop playing this politics of selfishness that is killing everybody, that is making everybody to run away from our land. Or they can lie and guy also. Let us stop this, please. Once you are okay, you feel that everybody is okay. No. You have money, you buy the biggest generator. And in your village, you become, only your house is a 2-story skyscraper, light shining. Every other place is darkness. That is arrant stupidity. That is primitive behavior. Do you understand me? It is better to organize so that everybody will have little share little, and it will go round than one person carrying everything. Do you understand me? That is advancement. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go on a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Please don't go away. Africa is a distant now. Now you see Africans, black people, they want to only drop of coffee which you fall from our table, the remaining coffee that our their master
Africa historically,
and the family.
Sub-Saharan Africa has
the
been
slaves that gather, when they
fundamental to the
they
global
will try to
prosperity
report
of the advanced countries. Okay, and Africa had a role to play. It has a role as a raw material producer. We will not allow Sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep Sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so that's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do. Of course there is. Okay, but this is the opposition that they're fighting. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall. Okay? And that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. Okay, so this is what it's fundamentally about. What I want to show you is how these structures are operating. It's just 20 minutes, so we can't do very much, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. And why I keep the ideology part there is because we are part of the producers of ideology. At universities and academic institutions, we are complicit in this whole enterprise. Okay, so
Biafra, worldwide phone call campaign alert continues. BBC, a propaganda machine and racist media set up by the Great Britain to oppress the oppressed people of Biafra. BBC, your media war propaganda of 1967 that led to the genocide of over 3.5 million Biafrans, men, women, and children, did not stop us. Do you know why? Because we are the sons and daughters of the great lion from the tribe of Biafra. Our minds are made up. Your shenanigans, antics, and fake gutter media will not stop us either. We must and shall restore Biafra. Biafra worldwide phone call campaign alert continue. Now pay close attention. Be polite when you call BBC and use the following prompt when you call. Hello, my name is. You tell them your name. I am calling to ask about BBC policy of propaganda against the victims of genocide. Since you are obsessed with telling lies about Biafrans, here are 5 more questions to consider. Now, this is the question to ask BBC. We are witnesses to BBC racist coverage of terrorism, implying that black Africans' lives don't matter. Yet the same BBC rallies the whole world at the slightest terrorist incident in the United Kingdom. Here is the second question. But when it comes to Nigeria, BBC not only hides terrorist killings, but they slander the victims and survivors of terrorism and genocide. The third one. When will the grand patrons of lies and hypocrisy, the BBC Fake News Network, make a documentary about the daily slaughtering of Nigerians by Fulani terrorists and the government of Nigeria, whom you protect, so that London may plunder Biafrans' resources?
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi JOHNATHAN Chinedu, and our lines are now open. Our direct line, as usual, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Please, you make your call to air your view, because here we exchange knowledge. There is no monopoly of knowledge. We learn from each other. But remember the topic of my submission today. It says politics of politics of collective interests. That is it. I have a first caller in WhatsApp, but please hold on. Let me pick this caller on direct line. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Are you there? Mazi, hold on. Can you? There, welcome. Oh my goodness me. Please, I'm sorry. Something got disconnected. You can call back, please. Caller on direct line. I'll pick you. Caller on WhatsApp, please. Welcome to the program. You are the first caller. Please start by giving us your name, where you're calling from, if you may. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi. Good evening from my very location.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, my name is Mazi JOHNATHAN. I'm calling from Dakar, Senegal.
Please, can you hold on? Let me pick this caller that was off before, please. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on direct line. No. Mazi, please go on. Go on, please. Go on. You know, call from the zoo is like that.
Okay.
Go on.
All right. Still remember my humble self, Mazi JOHNATHAN, for calling from Dakar, Senegal. Mazi, I must thank you for enlightenment and not.
Mazi, are you still there?
Hello, Mazi.
Mazi, go on, please. Go on.
Okay, so most time when I listen to Radio Biafra, the educative topic they are teaching us, I will think to myself, had it been I'm in school to receive this lecture, I would have known how much I will be spending to buy textbook, to pay for school fees and other utility that are needed for school program. But I must thank Chukwu Kikabiama for giving us somebody like Mazi Kanu, who came on our own very time to show us the way, So on today's topic, politics of collective interest, it is a very educative and interesting. I want to speak on regards to Niger and Nigeria. Mazi, on that note, what I picture of what Nigeria government is trying to do is to build the same relationship very tight of what that minister of Niger speaks about. And indirectly, they are really building alliance on how they will also support Nigeria again to fight Biafrans. That is what I see on that very support Nigeria is giving to Niger, to also remind them that these people has come again and they should be ready. And they are ready to supply them whatever that will help their economy. But what they need is full support against Biafra. That is what I saw. That is the politics I can say that Nigeria is really playing hidden without the knowledge of Nigerians. And many people are just wailing, crying over what is happening. And when it comes to educational system, Mazi, what you said in this very program is exactly the truth. They have seen that immediately after the proscription of Boko Haram as terrorists by international, they now see that if Boko Haram continue the activities of Western education is evil, that it will harm them more than the good. So they now have to re-strategize. They have to re-strategize in another way around to continue the agenda, to continue the project, so that they have to resolve with the Boko Haram, so that all of them will begin to come out from the bush as a repentant Boko Haram, so that many of them will enter into army. And the Nigeria system of government, caliphate, will now go systematically towards that the same quest of Western education is evil, to dislodge everything that concerns Western education. That is what I can say with the best of my knowledge that is really happening. Because if Boko Haram continue with the guns and bullets, international community will be forced to put more attention towards that Boko Haram activities over Western education. So they have to bring them their morale down and ask them to come out from the bush, so that they will aid them through Nigeria system of government to continue the operation, and they also will continue. Because most of the soldiers on uniform are the same Boko Haram that came out from the bush, protecting these caliphates that are making this law. So, and our people don't really understand. Many Nigerian youths, they are not agitating for what they're supposed to agitate, and they're agitating for something different. Education has not been going on in Nigeria, and the same youth are now outside clamoring for obedience, and they are marveled. I really marveled about the mentality of the youth in Nigeria. I can't just say it's because of the system or the place they saw themselves, as if they can't reason beyond the immediate environment. So, Mazi, all these things that is happening, the main youth that are supposed to stand up as they are shouting obedient PVC, and now, if they use that to chant for this outstrike, the government will have nothing to do than to listen to the youth. But they have left what they're supposed to pursue and begin to pursue shadows, which they know that whether, I don't know how they will play the politics, they will be disappointed. And when they are disappointed, they will not even have the eagerness to come out to protest about the education, the strike of HAUSA. So that is it. On the other hand, then I want to talk about our own region, Biafra land. I listened to what Kanu was saying, and I think after 48 hours of that is a comment, 4 Reverend sisters were kidnapped in Imo State. And I don't know how our people are reasoning about this. You know, Kanu is an APC man, and what I saw, what he's saying to me, I saw it as a politics that is trying to come in to play the politics to put the region into chaos, whereby as their contraction election is coming up, the Biafra region will be in a mess with a military bombardment, so that they can be able to play their political their politics very well in the north. That is what I can draw the attention of our people. Though we are fighting for the freedom of Biafra, we are not talking about politics here. But to the best of my knowledge, the comment of Ojo Zokadi is a man in an errand to come to his own region to cause chaos so that the North will play the same politics they know how to play. And our people are busy chanting Ojo's or they follow. I can't just really understand the youth in Biafra land is reasoning.
Very sad indeed. Very sad indeed, my brother.
Because we have Biafra.
There were.
So, Mazi, let me give, because if you give me more time, I will talk more about these things. So, I don't know. In fact, I'm short of words. Thank you very much. Thank you for your program.
Everybody is, but we will find a way to get words in order to explain things to our people. Because if you leave it, who will do it? Nobody will do it for us except us. That is it. You know, thank God that our people have now understood. Do you remember at the beginning, at the early time, people used to call this Radio Biafra and say, the world, are you not looking what is happening in our land? United, come and save us. So, thank God, is due to consistency in teachings that our people now understand that nobody will do this thing for us except us. That is the reality. I have a caller on WhatsApp, but hold on because I have a caller already on Signal. Caller on Signal, please hold on too. Let me check whether I can pick this caller on direct line. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? There, well, please go on. There, well.
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank you for your lecture this night. I pray that God will continue to enlarge the knowledge and the wisdom He has given to you so that you do more. And I also want to pray for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, that the protection of the Almighty God will be upon him, even in the enemy's dungeon, that God will protect him, God will guide him, God will preserve him, God will till the day he will come out. Then coming to the lecture, you are lecturing the whole world. I've said it on this platform that we get the same. The people from the north, they know that there is no victory again. And they are trying to...
Mazi, they know. They know.
Stay and continue with their life.
They know.
But our people don't understand what is happening. They are still saying Nigeria, Nigeria. The Fulani knew that Nigeria is gone. All these politicians you are seeing, they know that Nigeria is gone. They are just doing, look at the way they are siphoning the whole money in the country. The lecturers also strike has been on, but they are supporting Niger Republic. They are giving them money, buying case for them. So if it's people's alternative, and I want our people's eyes to be open. I believe that from now, sooner that alive. And all these stories, why we are still telling all these stories is because the Biafran state have not been actualized. And once it is actualized, all these to I don't know how to put it, but I want to tell us that the politicians are not comfortable at all because they want to see if they can cause problem. But I believe God will stop them from any problem they want to cause because he that diggeth a pit for according to the Bible. And I want to believe that every pitch against innocent citizens of Biafra land, they shall fall in pit, and the pit is one of them. I think I will stop here for that, so that I will have other time to talk. Thank you very much.
There, Mazi, thank you. Remain blessed. We must continue. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Thank you for holding on. Go on, please. Caller on signal. Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. Dede Jonathan, can you hear me?
There, Mazi. There, wo.
Dede Jonathan, Jishike, Dede. Biafrans all over the world, we go to go gather that I need. Dede Jishike. Dede Jonathan, piece of collective interest. And they start from family. They start from home, family. Mother and father taking care of their children. You can't cheat your children. We are not the same with we were not the Biafrans. Are we there with the Fulani knew all this our idiot governors, they don't know. Fulani know that is why they are making sure that they collect is telling us that they will bring death to come and come forth. No? That's the Jonathan. Like every day, they put like that. Only let our town. Only stop by all these governors, all these things, all these angels leaders, all of them making sure that we die. That's why they take our land. Then all of them will pay heavily for that. And the IPO. All these Kanu, yes, they come. Then Jonathan, all these Kanu state. God asked, or 80 years, all these Kanu, they come from our prophet. All these Kanu say our leader, they not the Kanu. He said you when you was in prison, and today you're paying him back with this. Then the Kanu is coming out. You follow Putin, yeah, you know. But he said our leader, then the Kanu. Then the Jonathan, oh, I cannot swear, I got to tell. He said this pretend. He said this pretend, Biafrans. If pretend don't want to now spread themselves on this earth. But let them release our leader. We have obeyed the United Nations data, self-determination. Then the Jonathan Jishike. Then the Jonathan you are a slave dead and you are fighting for your freedom. No human being will stop you from coming into your father's land. Whether you're dead, they come out and wow. Nonsense. I don't know. That's the one America. That's Jonathan, one America. Mother, I work. But the Fulani gave us some sort of violence. Then the Jonathan. But I Scott cannot be dead. I think it does it. Scott cannot seem Chronicles chapter 36. Then the Second Chronicles chapter 36 from Josiah the king up to Zedekiah. My pastor, my bishop, my father didn't say I left. Oh, I said, then the kind of very routine to go my temple. Happy not to Job chapter 1. Then the Jonathan, Job chapter 1. Then the only honor. God is testing that, and then he meant for me that poor. Imagine that inside the prison, telling the world to his lawyer to release Fulani, and that was away the job. You understand that? What this woman carried there? Jesus Christ, me just that's to call us Ataka Yibo. Then I think it doesn't. Oh, follow. Then the Jonathan got your question. Because I want to join. Our question test time, not the most. Then justice has been all question of what goes on up. They will test you. He tested Jesus Christ. Why are you not to be tested? How can they test it? Then they question you. But can test the like put a lot of them. The Canada letter. Now let me check. What's that? I question go up. To go to Canada, the question upon the call for you. As I get about to go to Murumanga. I'm saying very several more. If the world give us all the violence on this, it's quite kind of no the damage is what. Just a man here. Why is the quite in the law? I'm going to get a 24th or 21st of October. Then I go. Mana ura fulani when anya para yizu. About that time echi. The corner of for no plan na lead iche ya. So na dey na the kana get up. Man na you will not say to put kabe banania eh. Tin na ni na eri ya. Ekwesu kubukwu ego. Na ka na afu. Na mkwo ya. Oje omena na chukwu kabe magatere.
There will.
Mr. Jonathan, I love you so much. I am Biafrans.
Almost here, Biafra. There will. Caller on WhatsApp. Hold on. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on direct line.
Hello?
Yes. Go on, please. Mazi, caller on direct line. Go on, please.
Hello?
Mazi, go on. The line cut. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi JOHNATHAN.
There were Mazi. Today you called on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I was trying on Signal, but it was already
occupied.
hanged up. I have to try on this platform.
Okay.
Yes.
There were.
Thank you for giving me the call. My bless you, my beloved brother. Mazi JOHNATHAN, continue to do the needful. We must continue to fight until Biafra is being restored. And our leader Mazi Nnamdi must be released unconditionally because he has committed no crime. All he asks is only the freedom of his own people, which is Biafran people, and nobody can stop us in this. In this fight, we are fighting until we get what we want completely. And my brother, you have said it all this evening, and we are here to continue to do the needful. Fellow Biafrans, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria, and by the special grace of Chukwuka Biama, I am the IPOB Austria National PR. The truth about it is that Mazi, IPOB is like the amazing grace, that sweet, that sound, saved a rich like us by the grace of Chukwuka Biama, through our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We were lost and found. Now we are blind, and now we can see. Through the same our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who came to open our eyes for us to know where we were, and now we can be able to hit our chest and say we can now see what these people have been doing to us all these years, and nobody can change our mind because we've been enlightened in Radio Biafra. This is the reason why we must keep on fighting until Biafra will be restored. Man, the truth about Nigeria, these people are jokers. How can a country use their own money building another country or building Niger Republic? At the end of the day, when you speak, there was, trying to, tell the Niger Republic minister or governor or president to say, we helped you when you were fighting Biafran war, just to die the whole thing. And immediately they talk about Biafra, you see all of them go into their shells. But it doesn't matter what they do, Mazi.
They know it's the weak point, it's the blind spot, the weak point. Once they put it, because Nigerians don't want to confront the reality. The reality facing that is it. Go on.
It is worrisome, but what can we do? We have been here. Nobody can stop us in this ideology we have, because without Biafra, all of us in almightiness, we are going nowhere. Just as I keep on saying, when you say, Mazi, there's no back to go. We are going nowhere because there's no back to go. It's only Biafra can give life again. Only Biafra can restore us as a human being. All the analysis that gave this evening, sometimes, Mazi, when we listen to these things, most especially myself, when I go to bed, I begin to wonder, why must our people reasoning from, I don't know if I will say, sorry to use this word, from anus? Why can't we reason and see that Nigeria is not made for all of us? We left that country called Nigeria because the country wants to destroy our future. This is why we run away from Nigeria. If Nigeria is a better home, Nobody would like to leave his country when a country is good. Can't our people think? Look at how the idiot Mazi Nnamdi delivered from campaign to make sure he's being released in prison now, threatening our people. He has his own agenda. We don't know where he's coming from. But all our eyes is watching that stupid man call himself Kanu. Let us see how he's going to bring the helicopters and the plane to kill our people once again in our bushes. When the Fulani are killing our people in Banta, what did he do? Nothing. It's now the ESN is pursuing them now for them to leave our people, not to kill our people again. All this is coming now to threaten our people. They are going to bring a helicopter to we are watching this idiot. Let him try, and he will see the other side of IPOB. Thank you much, Mechiko. Bless you. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Remain blessed. We must continue. You know, when your enemy knows your weak point, they will use it. The Fulani Caliphate, they know the weak point of Nigerians. They'll tell the Niger Republic, tell them, hey, tell them in their presence, in their face. We are doing this, we are receiving this money as a prize because we helped you to defeat Biafra. Every Nigerian kept quiet. Hey, caller on signal, welcome to the program. Mazi None there. Can you hear me?
My brother, I can hear you. Good evening, Mazi Jonathan.
There,
good evening, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi, and I'm calling you from the Netherlands. My brother, this politics of communal interest and enlightenment. So I have to tell our people, this place I'm living in, for those who haven't had it or doesn't know it, on 21st of June, 1672, which was called Rampia, that is a year of disaster. It is Rampia in Dutch, and it is the year of disaster in English. The masses, the common man in Netherlands, got fed up with the prime minister. They captured, that is Prime Minister Johan de Witt. They captured him and his brother Cornelius, and they killed both of them. And it was in the Netherlands. People were irrational, just like Nigerians today. Nigeria is the most irrational folk I have ever seen in this modern time. And the government was helpless. And the country was beyond salvation. This is a slogan then. Just go compare it with Nigeria of today. But the people were thinking that was the end of Dutch Republic. And the ship became a monarchy under the House of Orange, led by William III from the House of Orange in Nassau. So, during the Second World War, there was so much food scarcity in the Netherlands that the people ate flower bulbs. You know, bulbs you plant on inside the ground for the flower to grow. People ate it. People ate rats. They reused tea bags, no tea, and they reused the coffee dust because there was no coffee. But today, the Netherlands is a strong welfare constitutional monarchy and a highly industrialized exporting kingdom. And so what I'm saying is that they have been pushing the politics of communal interest, and through enlightenment, they have gotten where they are today. Now, I touch what my brother said about those who want to lead our people to heaven. Do you know that only Bank of England, I don't know where else they store their gold, But only Bank of England is storing more than 310 tons of gold. Just Google it. Google the image of British gold reserve. You will see where they store gold. And now the question you ask yourself, where did the gold come from? And how many African countries where the gold come from can boast of a quarter of that much gold? Now, can people who are based on exploiting you for this long take you to heaven?
Or show you the road to heaven. They show you the road to a better place.
If heaven was a gold mine,
honestly.
yes, my brother. If the heaven was a house, each person will get a house of gold. Do you think that people who have ruled Nigeria for over 400 years can take you there? While you don't have up to 1,000 steady, 1,000 megawatt of electricity. People should put up their thinking cap. And now we go to also Carlos madness. Why can't also Zocalo, when he's running from Abuja because the terrorists have surrounded Abuja, why can't Ojo Zocalo come home in peace? Why have the governors in the north bombed the Sambisa? Have the Nigerian government bombed the Sambisa, the notorious Sambisa's forest? Have the governors of the north bombed all the encampments of the terrorists? Have the Nigerian government bombed all those terrorist encampments that surround Abuja today? But our son, our elderly brother, will come home and tell us that he will come to Abia State and kill anybody in the bush. While people are in the bush in Benue, in Plateau, in Adamawa, in Nasarawa, in Yobe, in Jigawa, in Borno, the Fulani are not touching.
They are defending them. That, oh, we cannot bomb, but because of the ecosystem, you know, fire will,
yes.
the fire from the bomb will consume collateral damage of ecosystem.
And so, yes, yeah, my brother. So now, our political class, if you keep quiet on this comment of Ojo Zocalo, then we know that you have done with him. You have to speak up. That you don't agree with him. That anybody we see in the bush, even if it's our people guarding our bush to avoid the Fulanis to come and occupy it, everybody should be killed. Why? Ojo Zocalo, why? Anyway, for people who are jumping up for obedience and the 2027 and election and all that, so it has come to the news that INEC has said that the election of 2020 shall be collected the manual because they said the digitization will ensure and avoid the rigging. Now you see that the way has opened from Chad, Niger, Mali, Mauritania, Senegambia, Cameroon, etc., to come and participate in that election. People, dreaming is free, but we must face reality. And again, I must repeat that we must play the politics of lasting solution to our plight in Nigeria. And that's the restoration of Biafra. My brother, you said about the Fulani, changing the curriculum to stop Western education. Remember that general who said that repented Boko Haram can reach to become president of Nigeria, and that even Boko Haram cannot deliver. So now they are doing things that Boko Haram cannot do in order to deliver Nigeria to Fulanis. Biafrans and indigenous people in Nigeria must wake up and take their position. God bless Biafra. Good night, my brother.
The woman, they remain blessed. We must continue. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Welcome to the program. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please go on. Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan, I greet you, sir. My name is Osoro David. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
There we go.
Mazi Jonathan, you know, I sometimes this is what I just want. If any day you come online, it's always a privilege to tune into Radio Biafra to listen to you because your preaching is touching. It's very, very educative. And then, you know, I feel for a lot of people that don't listen to Radio Biafra because if you don't listen to Radio Biafra, I wonder where this is where you get the news and the actual news and the actual fact. You're doing a great job, and we really, really appreciate you. Mazi Jonathan, to be very honest, these are our politicians or whatever. They think they are really, really untouchable. All this Okali is doing too much. He's really doing too much. The reason why this thing, all these guys, they come out and they boast and they say what they say is because none of them won't be able to issue. Because one of them, real lessons. Send her to somewhere they will never come back. I don't think even any of us at Biafra or IPOB, everybody will be quiet. He's just doing too much. And then on top of that, I'm not going to really do that. When I see all this obedience and the rest of these people here, this election, I just sit back and I think, I said, what is wrong with our people? Like, literally, we have been suffering for how many years now? These people will still give you the same promises they've been giving us for years. Yet nothing is happening. This 21st century, they are still promising us the same electricity that will win him and work in 24 hours electricity. It's impossible. Now, how they work with this election PVC? I don't know why they cannot sit back and think, okay, which one do we even prefer the most? Are we the one, now struggle to become a Nigerian or to outright gain freedom? We're able to be for everybody we get to enjoy. And then all this suffering I not for so many years will come to an end. I don't know what is wrong. I think the problem I'm with in Nigeria is because of that cow. Cow me down. We started eating this cow meat long time ago. So when you drug with you, to be very honest, had you this man, there is nothing you will say that will make a just turn around. It's not very possible. There's nothing. The youth are just there looking sheepishly. Everybody, they just keep doing what they're doing. Okay, look at this is the season of the season of Big Brother Niger. You make a Facebook. That's everything. Big Brother Niger. Nobody cares about nothing. PVC, Big Brother Niger. So my somebody may or my brother, it will take by the grace of God. We really appreciate our leader Nnamdi Kanu for opening our eyes. If not for this man, I want in America will just be here. Nobody will think of him come back home. It's very, very painful, and it's just very painful. It's a very painful situation. I was in Baltimore for an occasion just last month. So everybody the DJ or whatever, he said, okay, everybody should stand up. He wants to recite the national anthem. I just look at him. I just sat down where I was sitting down. I thought maybe somebody was going to tell me, hey, okay, you don't want to stand up, and then they would have seen the other part of me. Anything about Nigeria is just so hateful. So much to done that I cannot wait for this Biafra. Everybody making Nigeria. We're going to life at least once in one kind of format allowance. Can we go to life? They've been in America for so long. I'm tired of it. Mazi Jonathan, because that's all I have to say. Because you see, sir, you are really, really doing a great job, and we do really, really appreciate you.
There were remain blessed. Let me also say this, that okay, caller on direct line. Are you there? Caller on direct line. Go on, please. Go on. Call on direct line. Go on.
Good evening, sir. Mazi Jonathan.
There were Mazi. Go on.
For you, Imanda over there, Nnamdi what I had Abraham Wolfer. Man meaning area of PVC. And what the PVC kind of Nigeria governing. Sometimes on Baba Yamaga, for Ben on the back, but I'm talking about here up to this moment. You go 100 rats on the wall, or even one or 100 on the wall that Nigeria will die. I could even Chineke would only go to but I only have one and the Kanu. It's not near one you can say back. Still, our people don't want to know anything. What Jonathan, I don't know, you couldn't mend the book at my time. You can't one shot on a mom every day in my life. You can tap on people now. All about my name. You don't know who really because of our God, Johanathan. I feel that you can't about me. Oh, because all can be here. I just want to leave it even. Because I had my time and I'm there. That's why it's Tona Yoruba, Tona Fulani. You shot all about my name. The president was catching a neighbor going to any pota. Yeah, Chineke, but Kumena. You see, Chineke Gozegi. She my brother.
There will go. There will. Thank you very much. Let me quickly say this. You know, this superstition that Fulani Jiyokujidai, I don't buy it, honestly. You know, I say this, the ability for people to turn from their selfish interests down to collective interests, playing politics of collective interests, politics of collectivity, is an advancement in human civilization. That thing is not easy. Do you understand? When you study the history of wide west of the USA, you see that people were selfish at the beginning. Anybody that comes, you say, as if you have the capability, you take over the whole land and say it belongs to you. Any person that crosses over, you kill him. It becomes a jungle. A politics of, the most powerful. You understand? So, when you say that, let me see this noise so that I have to reduce it, please. Yes. When you say that our people, we are hypnotized through juju, what of Nnamdi Azikiwe? I'm not talking of daily time self and Nigerian independence, no. What of Nnamdi Azikiwe during the Biafran war, revolutionary war? Because Nnamdi Azikiwe was okay. He even wrote the Biafran anthem. But because of his personal difference with Ojukwu, because he want to lead, he want to be the leader. Who is Ojukwu to lead? Where he studied in Harvard, studied in here. Who is he? Did he know people? Ojukwu said no. Naturally, the thing follow me. Wait, after the war, now you can vie for president. I'm a military. So please, let us not distract ourselves. Let us walk towards the restoration of Biafra, the winning day of Biafra. He said, no, I will tell you that I know people more than you. The same is a very primitive character imbibed in Igbo people. We never come up, we are not civilized from that stage. Till today. I don't know whether my people are now. Let us not put superstition where it is not. I never blame medicine. Oh, Juju, they not lie. It's our own selfishness. We have not advanced from that selfish interest to collectivity. Do you know why? Because of the system we were running in our land. In our land, before the advent of the white people, we didn't have much problems. Everybody, we are running on autonomous community. Because, that is it. We never recover from that. You see people that entered even monarchy, they are doing better, far better. Europe was run, most part of Europe was run before on feudal system. Don't you understand that? Before people can advance, you must maintain what is called discipline. Command and control. Otherwise, this person do his own. This person do his own. It can never work. Our people do not want to work under a controlled structure. I don't know. My mouth is not bringing out what is in my brain the way I want it. I'm telling you honestly. But our people are still in that primitive part of humanness that we don't believe in working on a structure. It is affecting our life in this 21st century. It's not medicine. Everybody knows more than each other. So that lineage, primitive lineage, that primitive republicanism is still in us. And there is no way, no, let me say, government, monarchy, or any type of government that comes to install discipline so that we follow a structure. You see many of our people on social media, yes, doing well, but people prefer to be independent even on social media so that they will not have meetings and they say, okay, this is where we are going to do, please let us talk like this, let us say no. They don't want that control. It is a very big problem in our lives. Let us call a spade a spade. Do you understand me? It is not medicine. Oh, okay, they hypnotize how many medicine to Azikiwe during the war. I don't believe that. It is that primitive selfishness. Ego. Look at Uchemofo. Uchemofo that is the one of the pioneers of this Radio Biafra. Look at how he fell apart because of selfishness. If what he was preaching, he believed it, no matter the situation, no matter the difference, no matter whatever happened, he will look at that focus of Biafra and say, anyway, I'm wrong, but because of Biafra, let me leave it. But today, not only had it been even he went out and kept quiet, it will be, we know that, there's no problem. That is the credit I gave to Late Imam Mezu. That is why I respect him. He's late now. He moved out and kept quiet. He never one day talk about Biafra publicly or castigate publicly. I never hear. Let Imam Mezu. I say it on air. But you see these people, like Uchemofo, who I respected, who was my former boss. He went out now. Now he becomes a library for BBC. Anything concerning IPOB, BBC will call him. Now give us information about. Or now, why no? That is how our people behave. That is the typical way of our people. That primitive character is still there until we remove it. And the only thing that we remove it is government, good government with law. Put on into line. Into structure, to respect the structure. It doesn't matter. You feel that you know it more, don't worry. Be stupid. Everybody will become stupid to follow structure. That your knowledge, you say, keep it aside. For the politics of collective interest, keep it aside. Let us march forward. Like what Paul Kagame is doing in Kigali, Rwanda. That is how it should be. Without a structure that puts people in a place, at least, first of all, initialize discipline. There is no way a people can progress. They can never advance as a people. Only one individual, only a millionaire, only a name of but the whole race is disappearing letter by letter. That is what is. We identify our problem. That is it. Because this single, I know more than you. You know more than me. How can I bow down to you? How can I obey what you say? Is it this Nnamdi Kanu that is in? I know his house. I know when he was born. This little boy. Is it this IPOB? What would they tell me? I'll do my own thing, I beg. That is the problem we are having. It started right from time. There has never been a structure that put us in place in this modern age. So we continue suffering like that. In this one village, one equatorial forest, when everything in abundance. I say this. One of the things that structured the Fulani is the suffering, collective suffering of their people, because they were people rigmaroling in deserts. They understand what is suffering. If they have water, 1 gallon of water, one person will not drink all. Because if you drink all, others will die of thirst. And if there is danger, if there is a desert wolf, it will kill you if only you standing. So they learn how to share because of suffering. Because the situation they found themselves in is suffering. If you listen to people that travel from desert to Europe, you listen to their stories. You know, difficulty galvanizes them into one. so that they utilize everything as a collective entity, not as an individual. Because you cannot act as an individual and survive in a hostile environment. You need another person. Another person needs you. But we ourselves, what also brought us to this character is the place we are in. You can go inside the bush and build your house because you are family majority. So you can rule another place, very far from everybody. You have everything. There is stream there. I'm talking about the olden time. There is stream there. If you want fish, you fish and get fish. If you want meat, you can, you can set trap and get meat and eat. You don't need any person. There is rain, abundant rain, trees everywhere. You can clear a land and plant if you want. So you become independent. You don't need anybody. You understand me? That sense, that sentiment still exists. It becomes part of our lives. But the Fulani in their desert area, no water. So if they see a source of water, they will protect it. They will ration it. One person will not come to take everything. Because others will die. And if others will die, you yourself will also die. Because you need each other. I have a caller that has been there. Caller, let me see. Caller on Wada, please welcome to the program. My co-host, Saturday host, please. Wada Marian, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi, I hear you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good
afternoon to my fellow Biafrans, those genuine hardcore who understand the fight we are in. My respect, total respect to you all. Mazi, when you speak, somebody like me, I feel your mind, I feel your soul, I feel your frustration. That's why I call once in a while. Because you say it all. When you're lecturing, you say it all. But once in a while, I want to come in and put my own opinion. Mazi, I'm going to start by saying this. With all due respect to the last caller, Fulanis, if they're using voodoo, are we not the same people that on social media displaying that we are atakatelo, that we are masters in voodooism? So if Fulanis are using voodoos to, hypnotize all of us, why can't we counteract them? Are we now claiming that their own voodoo is better than us? So let's leave it. That's why I don't want to deal with it. You answered it, you dealt with it, you let it be on the side. So I'm going to start. The next thing I'm going to say is this, Mazi. When I was in school here, my math teacher, algebra lecturer, he made a statement one day in class. He said, "How many of you believe that information is power?" We all raised our hands. He said, "No, you are wrong." He said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Information by itself, standing by itself, will not give you power. It is information utilized that brings power." Why am I starting with this? Is because, Mazi, on Radio Biafra, University of Radio Biafra, starting from the section, the time our Madike started broadcasting, he has made a lot of broadcasts. He has said it all. The argument, the question becomes, why are people still acting like they're confused? They don't understand what is going on. They are watching things happening. They are not reacting to it because you know what? They are listening. They are getting the information, but they are not using it. That's why I made that statement. Information on itself is not power. It is when it's rightly utilized, it becomes powerful, and then you can use it. So, again, talking about audios of Kanu, I listened to that thing. My problem is not just with audios of Kanu. My problem, I get more, is even with those people inside with him screaming to Kanu jet. So audios of Kanu was not even proposing to wipe away a community or communities. Our so-called elites were there cheering him on. That's even a more disturbing thing for somebody like me. Uju Kanu was addressing his own people, us, as anything. He didn't even qualify us as humans. Anything found in the bush. That's how derogatory.
Let me not interject, but a bit. Do you know that in time coming, if they bring the Kanu jet, many of those people that are supporting him singing audios because they collected maybe one cup of rice or 500 naira. Many of them, either them directly or in some of their siblings who will be victims. You know, that is the irony.
Of course,
Go on.
that was the disheartening thing. It wasn't that this man was making that heinous, crazy, depraved statements. Some people inside were even advising him, adulating him to go even harder, bring the Tukana jet, clapping, and some idiots outside were singing his Odianyema. This is what we're dealing with. And I can guarantee you that some of them were youths. The same youths he's proposing to wipe away. The same youths. You begin to ask yourself. I asked myself, I said, look at what is happening in the north. Tukano jet had not been caught. Even El-Rufai as a governor told the federal government an open letter still had been taken over by the terrorists. He never requested for military Nigerian security outfits to come and bombard the place or even come and invade the place. Never. What is it called? The running mate was a governor of Borno. He started this Boko Haram. He never, even today, Borno is run over by these people. Never called for them. Rather, they're telling you, rehabilitate them. They are misprioritized individuals. They don't understand what they're saying. When Buhari made his statement, the Igbos don't want to go. He made these people like Ojo Kanu and Co. When Buhari said, I am going to run them up there like dots and wipe them away, he was relying on people like Ojo Kanu and Co. David Umahi and all crazy people like Ozodimba. Because he knows on his own, he cannot just do anything. But again, my heart pain is for people. Our people. Teachers have been on strike. University graduates for almost 6 months. So there's a generation. There's going to be educational gap in that country. Nobody is talking about it, but you have money to go and be in another country. Speaks volume. Nobody is going to say anything. Okay, yesterday or today, 4 reverend sisters have been kidnapped. Has Ojo Kanu made a statement? No. When our 14 youths were, did he make anything? No. So Ojo Kanu from that statement telling us that wealth, accumulation of wealth is more than human life that you cannot replace. And people are listening. Mazi, I don't want to hold your line. I am just angry. Mazi, let me tell you the main problem I have with that people. From the youth to whatever. Because tomorrow they come out and start saying, oh, it's happening here. Oh, the zoo are here. Oh, Radio Biafra. Oh, Biafrans. Oh, come here. We need help. But they are the ones that dine and wine with these politicians. A fatwa was put on the head of Salman Rushdie more than almost 30 years ago. The Muslims did not forget. Our people will say, give us marching order. You don't need any marching order. If you feel that what Uzo Kanu said is wrong, you should confront him. Let him come and explain to us why he thinks that our children or our fathers or others should be molded as things. And his children most likely are abroad or in Abuja. But other people, we see them as objects, things. He should be someone that come and explain. And all those idiots that were with him. That's how a society moves. One individual cannot be greater than the rest of the people. Then you have a problem. Which brings me to Hamadike. With all due respect, I reference that man with everything in my fiber. But even himself, with the statement you made today, said, if I deviate from the project hold me responsible. And then a human being, just because he or she joined the project before me, will come and tell me the person is above the law that governs IPOB. We have a problem there. Let me say this. You will continue to be a student as long as you cannot rise above or be smarter than your lecturer. Once you're smarter than your lecturer, then you cease to be a student. As long as you're under the leadership of your lecturer, you will continue to be a student. What am I saying? Anytime any human being is embarking on a project that is not bigger than you, you cannot grow, because you, as an individual, there's a ceiling set above you. It's only when you break through that ceiling, that's why in America we call it shattering the ceilings. Once you shatter the ceilings, then you have embarked on a project bigger than you. What Mazi has engaged on, embarked on, brought us into, is a project bigger than all of us as an individual. And for us all as a group. Mazi, I don't want to take too much of your time because other people should. I just wanted to bring one or two things. Maybe on Saturday program to bring more out. God bless you for giving me the opportunity. Mazi, continue to preach. We are listening. Some of us are hearing. The awakening of the mind, the transcendence of a mind is not an easy thing. People think it's easy. In psychology, we have what we call 3 levels of consciousness. The ID, which is what you call the primordial. The consciousness and then the subconsciousness. We are still dealing on our ID, which is where emotions are rested. And as long as human being on that ID level of consciousness, you cannot make progress. We must rise above that and get to a level of consciousness, not subconsciousness, consciousness, which is where every decision you make, every speech you make, you must have thought about it, designed it, deal with it before you come to take that action. That is discernment. That is what transcendental. That is what awakening. You're conscious. It's not about me anymore. It's about my environment. It's about people around me. It's about the upliftment of humanity in general. My community should come first. Because I, as a candle, I will always burn off. But how many candles am I lighting on my way before the closure of my life? Might have a wonderful day, and God bless every Biafran that is listening to you, and not just listening to you, but taking in these powerful lectures that are coming out from Radio Biafra and then turning them inwards, regurgitate them out for a betterment of this movement. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night, my brother.
You are there. Remain blessed. Caller on Signal, you have been there since 27 minutes. Thank you for holding on. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal, can you hear me? Caller on Signal, can you hear me? Please go on. Go on, please.
All right, thank you, man. We must continue.
We must.
Man, it's not easy. Thank you for the great job you're doing for Biafra. We remember you for the good. Like I always say, we don't thank people. We only encourage you. But at this juncture, we must thank Chukwuka for giving us a leader like Nnamdi, because without him, I don't think we'll be existing right now as a place. I don't want to talk about them, but because of what that caller said, he said, and the other Fulani job will be done that. You understand? Far from that. Before, let me article I found on Twitter to him. The publisher is Israel Usulo. You know, he was describing Nigerian citizens in a common terms. He said, and I quote, Nigerians don't hate bad leaders. No. They just want the bad leaders to come from their family or their tribe. I want you to, it's very short, but straight. Let's try and ponder through this. Nigerians don't hate bad leaders. No, they don't hate bad leaders. They just want the bad leaders to come from their family or their tribe. And to me, this to wider Nigerian, but to me, I liken this very article to our people. The so-called Igbo, believing in one Nigeria, believing in people, believing in, anything, every garbage they bring to Igbo man, he believes he takes without even reasoning. Whereas these Fulanis and their stooges, they are on a rampage speedily to conquer our life. Look at when you were reading out some news headlines. There's something that caught my attention. There is one news you read about where federal government is threatening us to prescribe ASU. I saw that news today and I was shocked. I say life in the zoo. These people are bringing Islam. They are telling you that they don't believe in education. You're going on strike to show your anger, to let them know that you're not happy that they are not funding school. But they are telling you they're going to prescribe you. Call yourself ASU. They will prescribe you, and by that they will shut you down forever. They don't believe in education. This is their jihadist conquest. They want to conquer you by all angles. I saw in the news, is it last week, that where federal government award pipeline contract to Tompulo worth 4 billion naira every month. If I'm not mistaken, Mazi. I don't know if you've come across that. This. Hello, Mazi, am I coming out clear?
Go on, Mazi, go on.
Okay. This is how they operate, because they see what is happening in the country. Today, they are trying to do everything possible to find where they will quench whatever thing they believe that will be a problem to them in future. Is this same man they are looking for a few years back to kill with Python Operation Crocodile Smile in the whole creek, running around to kill him? All his friends abandoned him, but today they have secured a contract of 4 billion naira. And funny enough, man, the Arewa youth today in Abuja or somewhere in the north, I don't know, but I saw it in the news where they were protesting that why must federal government allocate such contract to only one man, that the resources of Nigeria belong to every Nigerians, that then should have their own share in the project, in the Nigerian project, as he rightly said, because Nigeria is a project for them. Everybody must come and milk. And our people our people are like the elephant. Strangers go and enrich themselves. By you that owns the resources, nothing for you. Everywhere is shattered. Somewhere in Bayelsa, I read online, somewhere in Bayelsa, the army went to a community.
On rampage. The army is on rampage. Yeah, in community in Bayelsa. I saw it.
In Bayelsa, a job community in Bayelsa, kill people, burn houses. We want our land to turn into, so that they will be happy, protecting their own people, pushing them down the east to come and destroy. When they say our brother said this, go back to that article and read that and meditate on it. We eat ourselves internally. We've never won any trophy outside. Our own is just to be eating ourselves. It was got someone like Mazi Nnamdi who has stood up to enlighten us, to open our eyes to the realities of life. Who do you think we would have been today? Just imagine, Ojus Okalo, after what he did to Abia State, he's not still satisfied. He's still hungering to do more because the land condoned evil. You see, when he was making that statement, there's something I was looking at, not even him making the statement. I was looking at the background. I see people, human being, not there, and he's clapping, even adding his voice to kill his people. He's clapping because on and on Jews are now he's happy. Every other person can die. This is the flawed mentality of our people. But all Jews forget that now, of What can you say of a man that after all the whole of his wealth, his own father rejects him? His father is in first road now, I don't repair till today. An elderly man reject him and his wealth. So you should know the kind of person that kind of person is that led to his own father. If I thought the man is his biological father.
Or the father, no, it's not his son. Oh, those agents. They went now. I had tomatoes. Ma oro kwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On the nehabatara I had tomatoes. Butere na ma.
Because Maya Hungary Georgia well. You understand? Maya Hungary Georgia well. You need surgery. The woman single-handedly divided Aba into two with one side. This man, this woman only single-handedly shared Abia. All these showed every property in Aba. Even water bill in Aba. Everything he sold Aba to everything. We all up interested in the Fulani because he want to be Ochirozo. He want to be up to be. He forgot that whatever seed you sow will grow to germinate and meet you. But thank God to IPOB press release by Mark Powerful. We have kept him where he belongs. Gone are those days when he will come and make useless utterances in our land and people will keep quiet. That's why they are not happy. And they will continue to not to be happy until she have a hala. He said.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. The problem we have in our land is we have seen it as a model to condone evil. So that is why I say our people become the perfect slave. Our people are cheap. Very, very cheap. Do you remember when our leader started broadcasting new? Obasanjo said, leave that man, neighbor man. Yeah. He just want attention. He want now go and give him thousands of dollars. He want to make money. I beg, leave him. Because that is the way they have taken our people. Because of the characters we exhibit. Very cheap set of people. This is the lowest form of human beings. I'm telling you. IPOB, what IPOB is doing to revive us, restore us back into mainstream humanity. That is the truth of the matter. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to pick us up from the lowest form of humanity to bring us back to have human dignity. Otherwise, tell me, how can you buy somebody with peanuts? You will see people, village chiefs or PGs, they are just waiting for crumb. Anything you think that they are with you. Even market leaders. They will pass back and come and go and collect money and come and start talking to the whole people there. They don't have conscience. That is the lowest form of human being. Being very cheap. You want me to go and die? Okay. Then what? You don't understand what it means to be a leader. Our leader is there suffering. He can easily sell the whole struggle and do as others. But he didn't do it because he has dignity. That is that dignity we require in order to come up to be the real human beings and shine as we should. Not, when you and your fellow people plan something, you go back, corner them that you're a sharp person, sell everybody, take a small thing, come and sabotage everything. And you say that you are wise. You are an animal. Ordinary animal you are. Nothing more. You don't have dignity. You're a low life. White people, they don't joke with that type of human being. They kill you like a rat because you're a lower human being. That is what scattered, destroyed the civil society in Nigeria. Because of cheap action. Being cheap. Very cheap. You see a so-called leader. You carry people, think that he's doing something for the benefit of the people he is so-called cheering or leading. But he will secretly pass back and collect money, come and start talking from both sides of his mouth. How low you are. Very low. If human beings are speaking, you don't need to talk. What our people call smartness, that is arrant low life. I'm telling you. I have a caller. I'll be winding down, please. I have a caller that has been here for almost 25 minutes or 24 minutes, but wait on WhatsApp. Hold on. Caller on no, direct line. Call on direct line. Can you hear me? Call on direct line. Go on. Mazi, go on. Call on direct line. Please go on.
I said I remember there was a time our leader, was on air for question and answer. Somebody called in and said that he needed a request, and that request was like that he wants, when our country is restored, that an institution will be built, one for the amount people with levels and one for the race. So I want to add up something from all you have said today. Can we tell our brothers who are saying that the reason they walk out from this our vicinity is because Nigeria has intention of putting down their future and rubbishing them after onwards, and that was why they travel outside the country? I want to say something. Listening here simply means you don't want to do the job go as you have to come. You don't come back here and help us because there is an institution I expected us to do. The Israelites call it a department of the Levites, who when they use one and also those of them in the Arabian countries and Islamic countries go to the bush. The whole one still controlling their cows and the whole AK-47 doing their regular things. Now, in our side, we don't have those things. So if you want to survive your lives in US, in UK, keep IPOP apart. I know many of you are listening to us who love what IPOP actually form these particular Levites among yourself and bring something in and help us, because these people cannot come to us talking. They know IPOP love life and we cannot maintain. You understand? So for them who are willing to sacrifice their lives, I think there are some people who are willing also to bring their wealth and get this thing right. So when they see us that we are ready, they will also know that we need 71 virgin, not 21 virgin in heaven. You understand? And this thing goes freely okay for everybody and peace reigns. So this is the little I can say, because I understand that Auntie was talking about information. You cannot use any information when you don't have such project, because information standing by itself, for itself, yes, it's not a good information. But when we use it judiciously as them are using it, even the Israelites will respect us. Americans will respect us. Russians will respect us. But if we keep on talking, at the end of the day, somebody pick up a jet flight to China and begin to buy iPhone produced by a kindergarten student. It simply means we are still useless. So I think we need to start doing something, people out there. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, my brother. I have a caller on WhatsApp. I think you're going to be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. You have been there since going to 28 minutes. Thank you for holding on. Go on, please. Mazi, please restart. I didn't. It's my mistake. I didn't raise the volume. Go on, please.
Good again, Mazi.
There we go.
Yeah, my name is Mazi JOHNATHAN, calling from Germany.
There we go, Mazi.
Mazi JOHNATHAN, I'm going to start from what Oji Uzokalo said concerning IPOB. We IPOB members should understand one thing, that Uzokalo is nothing but a quantum inside a big dot. is nothing but a quantum inside a big dot. IPOB is going to make him to be inconsequential. He has defiled the beloved land of Biafra by what he said. We have our men protecting our farmers, especially our women. And Uzokalu can come out to say that he will be inviting the military to bomb our forests. That man is nothing but a saboteur. Plain and simple. And in Biafra will take him. He is too small for us. Then, secondly, I'm going to talk about ASU. Mazi, you know, we IPOB members have been shouting that there's going to be Islamization and Fulanization. People thought we were joking. Now it is happening glaringly. People are seeing it happening. Imagine ASU to be proscribed. Do they carry guns? What do they have? They want fighting for their rights. But here, the government is smiling that they are going to prescribe. Oh, no, that country is finished. It is finished. It is finished. And Mazi also, concerning Niger, we shouldn't forget that the spelling of Niger and Nigeria is almost the same. It's just the RIA that differentiates them and the pronunciation. Both of them are the same people. Just like what you said earlier, that people that are supposed to be together were cut off from each other. Now they have realized that we have brothers. Let's continue to live as one. Sometime back, I think the governor of Zinde in Niger came to congratulate one of the governors in the north for winning an election. So what are we not talking about? Moreover, Mazi, these people know, these Fulanis, they know that the end is here for Nigeria. So they are preparing themselves to move. If they don't do it now, they will lose. They've built rail tracks. They've built refinery. Now they gave them jeeps plus 1 billion dollar or euros. Mazi, they are preparing for that day when it will be all over for Nigeria. Simply put. Now also, the NBC has closed some TV and radio stations. Mazi, Islamic radio stations and TV stations are going to be popping up one by one. It is all part of the Islamization and Fulanization policy of the presidency. In Enugu, they formed a security formation with Fulanis. I feel so sorry for Ndibo. It's like we don't, on our face, some Ndibos, they don't know where their mouth is. Their mouth is behind, only their face is in the front. Mazi, those ones have sold themselves. They've killed themselves. Because Fulani is going to use this one as stage one. It's like they are dangling a carrot in front of a donkey. They want to see if these people they will eat it. And definitely they are going to eat that carrot. And more, they will start setting up them. They will start to set them up in different villages, different towns, just like that, one by one, till it will go around all over Biafra, even including in the so-called Niger Delta. Mazi, I feel so sorry for Ndibo. It is so sad that some of us are fighting for a good life in Nigeria. They don't have light. There's no light. There's no water. The important amenities for a human being are not in Nigeria. And yet, they want to be obedient they want to be obedient Fulanis to vote again. It's so depressing, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi, for giving me this chance. Thank you, Mazi.
There we remain blessed. This is where I'm going to switch off the phone, please. People are still calling, but let me please, Mazi, please make it very brief. I shouldn't take your call, but I just make it 2 minutes, please, because I'm on the verge of closing. There we go.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Say Jonathan. Okay. Our people should know that the power belongs to them. The power does not belong to these so-called politicians. The power belongs to the public. And we are the government. And we decide what happened. When our people forget who they are, by listening to all these useless men, they call themselves the politicians, that is where our people are getting it bad. We should remember what the Soweto children did in South Africa. They are 15 and 16 years. To impose that Afrikaner language to them, they say no. They came out in the street. Stop waiting for your brother to say, let me go. Stop waiting for somebody to give you order. For those of us that are in abroad, please, wherever you see all these men that are making us to cry day and night, please do something. Ask the person question. By asking this question or doing something, either nasty or anywhere, you want to be gentle, you be gentle. You don't want to be gentle, it's your own cup of tea. Remember that whatever you do, history will never forget you. Instead of you to die as a coward or as an idiot, nobody will remember you. It's better you die as a brave man. To die as a brave man. Today, people remember Samson because Samson died with his enemy. Samson died with his enemy. That's why they remember him today. It's better you die with your enemy than to leave them junketing everywhere. A dead man like Ojo Zokalo, after 8 years of stolen Abia's money, he now comes again with his demented brain. What is the legacy of Ojo Zokalo in the States? What has Ojo Zokalo did? Has he passed one bill? Has he sponsored any bill as a senator? He has never sponsored any bill as a senator in Abia North. But he has the courage because of Hope Uzodinma is doing what he's doing and going free. And that's why anyone will come and ride us. Anyone will come and ride us. We are their horses. Anyone will come and ride us and say anything they want to say and go out free. Nobody will ask questions. And that's why they kidnap our leader. It's time that every person will wake up. We don't need to call for this wake up again because it has choked us. They are killing us. The Yoruba are protecting their own people. The Hausa are protecting their own people. It's only the Igbo are bringing their children to kill. Thank you, sir, because of your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
This is where I'm going to switch up the phones. You know, we need to remove ourselves from this primitive character of ours. Being very cheap human beings, very cheap. You know, when you condone evil because you are benefiting, instead of you to fight it, you try to find one way or the other in order to turn it into a benefit, to getting crumbs from it. You know, people will know that what he's doing is evil. He's an evil man. They know the truth, but because they have received something in the night prior to his coming, all those useless phrases. This is what you can get. You close your eyes on evil. You know, Albert Einstein says it's not evil people that will destroy this world, because there are very few, but those that will destroy this world are the many good people, those that saw evil and kept quiet. They kept silent. They didn't do anything about it. These are the people that will destroy the world. You know, people are saying, give us gun, give us. Look at the criminality our people are engaging in just for quest of money. Had it been, let me tell you, look at just little infiltrators that try to, dilute the minds of some of our people on ground with money. All hell broke loose. Now I will pay you. I will pay you. We shall pay you. Don't worry, we will take care of you. DOS, they have embezzled all the money. I will pay you everything. Okay? And you see criminality. The weapon that people should use in fighting our enemies. Now look at them. They are using it to collect phones, to snatch cars, to harass our people and kill them, just for their personal gain. It's what I'm saying that, look, you know, since we have been right from antiquity, our race, we never have a strong government that is able, that comes for our good. We entered from colonialism down to amalgamated Nigeria. We never have a strong hand that will direct us as a people for us to shine. Before a gold shines, it has to pass through fire. As you see Europeans shining, they didn't shine right just like that. They passed through the fire. It is natural. You cannot eat your cake and have it. We never have a strong government that comes and say, look, a structure that put a structure, instill discipline. Look at Nigeria. From colonialism into amalgamated Nigeria, and they are thwarting all our destiny as a people. Now, to your attent, oh Israel, everybody is doing his own thing. That is the main problem we are having. It is not Fulani Juju. No way. It's not Fulani Juju. This broadcast we are broadcasting, how many people can maintain it? The whole broadcasters, the Biafran broadcasters in Facebook, they are doing it with their money, yes. They are not doing it for gain. Many of them that are genuine, they are not doing it for gain. But let me ask, how many people can be able to be in the structure of IPOB, Radio Biafra, and be doing it? They will tell you, no, I don't want to do my own thing. And there lies the core problem we are having because of lack of structure. We are not obedient to structure because we have never had one. We came from that primitive republicanism and entered into rubbish colonialism to Nigeria that is even helping to destroy our characters. So our people are not here everywhere. That is the thing. Before you can get genuine nationalism, there must be discipline. And discipline doesn't come through begging. Just like in Nigeria. Please now, you are good. You should be good Muslims and Christians. So, you politicians, we beg you to have conscience now. Try to change now. Nelendiara. People don't change through begging them to use their conscience. Lie. It is you force people, human beings, to do the right thing. God that was, according to the Bible story, God that was leading the Israelis, he didn't beg them, he forced them. Sometimes he slaughtered many people so that others will fear. I don't know. One day it will be, I will discuss it more. This appeal to your conscience now. You people, you human being can never change through that. People will be laughing. People need to see the consequence of evil, crime. They need to see the bad consequence happen. Now they fear. I say God did it. Sometimes God, according to Bible story, God will open ground. People will fall, enter and die. Sometimes sometimes one thing or the other will happen to them. It is what to instill discipline. We never have any type of thing like that. That is why everybody, oh, give us gun, give us a gun. In your gun, before you know, you turn us now. You people are abroad. Command, we are suffering. I beg you, we got another thing. Is it not what is happening? If not, what IPOB is fighting a very monstrous war. This leadership, you don't know what is happening. You don't know. Because if it is Okenohi, criminality will become. Nigerian government want to destroy IPOB through criminality. Do you understand that? I was here myself, people people will rise up against kidnapping, this and that. Everybody is using ESN. Oh, Biafra. That is because of lack of discipline. Do you understand? But when we have a structure, maintain that structure with the akike. To be regulated, and people will grow like that. Onye si na ogra aga that structure through the law. That is the only way. Before you know, that character becomes ours. If you travel to Europe, you become civilized by force. Or do as you want. Before you know, they will come and carry you. Say, you will not know how police will come. People under 1 minute. So you don't have that animal behavior you come from in Nigeria to come here. No, it's impossible. Do you understand? That is the way human beings should be put in its place. Maintain discipline. Now, once you grow with that discipline, you see now you shine. Start shining as a human being. Your real natural goodness will come out. It is not appealing to your conscience. That is it. This is where I'm going to stop. Remember, Biafra is our ideology. Biafra is where we worship. We have no other religion other than Biafra. If you have any, please know that you've not started though. Or proselytes. Do you understand? So, Biafra is in our mouths day, night, morning, afternoon, day and night, because it is our life. We don't have any life without Biafra. Do you understand what it means? That is why we preach the gospel. Therefore, I will continue this preaching another day, most probably tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi is suffering for you and I. If he is behaving like many of you, he can sabotage and collect money and like a package. Nah, don't worry. There is a way we have to change and do it. You can't kill him. Nigeria will bring soldiers to protect him. You understand? If you talk as a talk, they will corner you in the night, promise you money. Say, nah, Biafra de Nobi. If you're a reasonable person, you reject it. You got the reasonable. What can I do? But he's there suffering for you and I. Do you see what is dignity? That is what we should do, because the burden is on us, this generation. Sometimes I say whether I want to blame God. I say, why am I born even now? Why weren't I born even 14th century? Maybe by now I have turned into a tree. Since 800 years. I will not even know what is happening now. Maybe by now, this Uruku, Nonelu, Izoka Mini. You don't even be a human being again. But you don't choose when you are born. You understand? The burden is on us. And we must do this. The people that fought for the liberation, for the establishment of Israel, Ben-Gurion, David Ben-Gurion, they are no more. Many of them didn't stay to see even Israel. When you watch the the documentary, you will cry. Sometimes a whole lot of them, a whole military platoon will be wiped off by the Arabs. A whole lot of children, 15, 14, 16, 17 years, people that are trying to defend their fatherland. They will be killed, slaughtered because of lack of experience. But today they are enjoying. People that fought for it, they are gone. They didn't choose to be born that time. It just fell on them, and they have to do it. The same thing on us. So we must do it, otherwise we continue suffering. And we have decided not to continue this suffering. It is only us that we do it, not for these politicians. These politicians, why they are still having mouth to talk, leg to come to Ibere, to Biafra land and talk something, because of you. Because you are compromised. Because you are aiding and abetting with them. Because you are giving them information. Exchanging information for money. You will pretend that you are with the people, but you are a spy. Giving the politicians information. Giving all Joseph Carlo information. When to come and when not to come. That is the reason why they come. They stay safe. They feel safe. Otherwise, the people are everywhere. They can be cut down anytime. You know, until I be let me tell you. I want to get here change change your kwegu. And we're going to people gonna you IED na. You get like one of them. And they take or just okay gave na guy and so make a himself. You know they detonate you go on your own. That is because this thing is reaching to an extent we need to fight dirty. Honestly. We need to fight it dirty. That is it. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan, from here. It is simply good evening.
Onye karaka onye kpọrọ akpọchi ike ye ọchịwa na London weye dije ihe ji ege me na Manchester udele neri ozuwe udele neri ozuwe udele neri ozuwe